Hello, my friends. We are back. It is Friday, February the 9th. The year 2024.
Wow.
And guys, we are... Oh, God, I saw this. Who posted this? It was so funny. A slam on Gary Vee. They says... God, where did I see that? He's like, I was following Gary Vee on Instagram, and he had a post that says, we're already 12% through 2024. What have you done with it?
Different perspectives.
And then they said, well, and then I thought to myself, oh shit, I need to unfollow Gary Vee. Why am I still following him?
You saw that? You saw that on Jeff FM's latest episode.
Oh, that was Jeff.
That was Jeff, friend of the show.
He did a
Jeff
really
Wayne.
good joke. Okay, thank you for jogging my memory.
Different
Anytime.
perspectives.
That's funny.
We're you know, I've long been a Gary Vee detractor, so I'm
So
glad to
our-
see the world is catching up.
Now,
Our
put that
bachelor
phone
is also
down.
funny.
Oh yeah, Jeff's hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Just
got.
pointing it out.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of our bachelor, thank you to Shopify for sponsoring our episode today. We got enough spot. We love them. Speaking of Jeff the Bachelor, applications once again, a reminder to all are open. We will be doing our first. Well, I guess there's an official deadline here. I know next Wednesday we're going to begin the series,
Man, it is Wednesday, man.
but Sam and Ian aren't here, and they're the officiators of the rules here. So I don't know when's the deadline, but I'm assuming it's probably coming up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm very lonely back here.
Sorry about that, Zach.
Yeah, that must suck, dude.
The deadline is February 12th.
February 12th. So you have 3 days.
Yep.
Yo, get that in. Tell all your friends, tell all your aunties.
Your friends.
He specifically expressed interest in like athletic Olympians. You know any Olympians?
Ah.
Elite athletes.
Only gold medalist, by the way.
We don't reproduce with bronze.
Silver, bronze. Yeah.
No.
No.
So that's going on. We have, honestly, and I know you guys roll your eyes when I say this, but I'm being dead ass, as they say. Kids say that.
I know.
Mhm.
Yo, no way.
Dude, Teddy's taught me how to dab for real.
Oh my god.
It's like this. I think I do it right. Like that, right? Because before I would do like this, and I didn't understand why it looked
And
so
he's like,
weird.
you're not doing it right. He's correcting.
But I don't know how he picked it up so fast. He watched some dorks on YouTube do it a few times, and then
Yeah.
he's like the dabbing pro. He does it crazy good. Like he puts the hand back. Wow. It looks like this kid's been dabbing his whole life.
He does like a dab dance, a dab walk. where he's like,
The thing is, because he's only 4, it's funny.
Yeah.
he's
If
only
he was
4.
if he was 15, then I'd be having a conversation about the dabbing with him.
Yeah.
But because he's 4, it's hilarious, and we love it.
And then Bruce the other day told Ethan Roblox.
Oh yeah, Bruce knows who Mr. Beast is. He's 2 years old.
I
Two.
expect him to. Good
He
for
just
him.
turned 2.
Cultured.
He was saying Mr. Beast, frankly, before his 2nd birthday.
Is it his favorite YouTuber?
They both like him a lot.
They do like him a lot.
I think
Favorite YouTuber?
I don't want to
Mr.
say favorite. I
Beast.
think Bruce is in a Blippi phase kind of right now.
Steve Maggie.
Stephen Maggie, all those good ones. Yeah,
There's no embargo on Blippi in your house?
I'm pro Blippi.
No, because the content
Yeah.
is good.
Okay.
Compared to the other shit on YouTube, Blippi is like, I mean, but if you just gotta let go of the diarrhea stuff,
I mean, only we know. The kids don't know.
yeah, they don't know about
They
that.
don't know what we know.
Is that going to be...
When they're older, I'll be like, hey, you guys remember that dude Blippi?
We have to tell you something.
like finding out Santa's not real?
I love to show parents that video. I showed my brother-in-law. He's
It's-
like, "What the fuck?" I'm
It's
like, "Yeah,
unreal.
that's him."
Yeah.
It's like, dude, it's crazy.
But his kid content is really good.
Yeah, I mean,
Fair enough.
again, compared to what else is on YouTube
It's
Kids,
very good.
it's educational.
Imagine
it's
finding
good.
out Mr. Rogers like shit in someone's face or something.
And filmed it as
Yeah.
part of like, yeah, no, it'd be shot. I mean, I don't know that I'd be able to take a ride down that trolley again. You know,
Yep.
I don't want to be his neighbor after seeing that.
Yeah,
frankly.
no. He needs to let his neighbors know that he's in the neighborhood. If you
Yeah, exactly. You know, he's part of the registry. We got to let them all know. No, but Mr. Rogers, we love him, and rest in peace. And also, you can't defame the dead.
Right.
So
But,
He did that shit.
he did it.
If we have parents watching, try Steve and Maggie because I think he's not as famous, but it's really good.
Stephen Maggie's probably my favorite YouTube content for kids.
Yeah.
It's so fun and wholesome and creative.
Mm-hmm.
I love him.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. But anyway, enough of that.
Shout out.
So we are, we have so much to talk about today, and I truly mean it. I mean, I'll give you guys a taste. We have, James Charles put out a new song that's super funny. There's mad Bevo updates. Apparently he's going to fight someone, and then also his girlfriend is going to fight the girl he cheated on in a boxing grudge match.
Jesus.
It's the trashiest thing I've ever seen in my life, and I'm here for it. Then we got the Taylor Swift, Celine Dion drama to analyze. Frankly, I learned about this yesterday. The team was showing me, and I was captivated by it.
I don't know about it.
Apparently, Taylor Swift, she caught a lot of flack for her participation in the Grammys. One part was for snubbing Celine Dion, who is a stiff person. That's the name of it.
She suffers from stiff person syndrome. Yes,
The disease
Okay,
is
you're gonna have
actually.
to catch me up on this whole thing.
it's tough. It's a lot.
You guys know we love Celine, obviously.
She's
The
part of the
disease has a
triumvirate.
silly name, and I mean that with peace and love.
Yeah, it has
Stiff
nothing to do with.
person disease. She's a stiff person.
Yeah, I mean, by definition, that would be correct.
So I invented a new slur about her yesterday, but I won't. Should I say it? I invented a new slur against.
Maybe let's
stiff
wait until we
people.
get to the.
That's a
to
crazy
talk
thing
about
to
it.
say.
Crazy statement, bro.
It's actually it's not every day you get to invent a new slur.
No.
It's Friday.
Well,
Fuck it.
Yeah.
I called her, and I didn't even mean. I meant this with peace and love, all of the peace and love in the world. I called her a stiffy.
Mm.
And that's why I said the debate should be the Swifties versus the Stiffies.
And I mean, we say that with all the love and respect for stiff people everywhere.
Absolutely.
I had an idea. I don't know if it occurred to them. Have they tried chiropractic?
Wow. The
I heard they're
jokes
good
today.
at making lumber. They're good at a little stiff there, eh? I mean, it's kind of funny because a chiropractor would do that, and obviously this is a serious condition. But like, your ass would lay on the table, and they just like fucking start karate chopping you.
Right.
Ducky, you want this?
It's
I got
still-
a chew for you.
Zach.
Oh. It's still. Anyway, I mean, no offense to the like you said, AB, the Swifties versus the Stiffies.
Yeah.
And that was AB said that, not me.
Right. I was seeing a lot more.
And you're a fan.
I am a fan of both of them. That's why this is so hard on me.
Celine Dion is your favorite album ever. I do know that about you.
My favorite album.
Yeah, isn't she?
My favorite concert was Celine Dion.
Oh,
yeah.
whoa.
I hate going to concerts, but I was loving that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Funny.
Oh,
Hold on. You like Celine more than
Leon.
Wow, that was really
Leon.
beautiful.
you really like Celine more than Swift, though, right? I've never heard you talk about Swift.
No, I like Taylor Swift. It's just different, man. Taylor Swift was like, I like her because my nieces like listening to Taylor Swift. But
And
Celine,
Lena, right?
And Lena,
right?
yeah, Lena as well. But Celine Dion, I grew up with.
That's not Lena. That's Lena.
That's.
Oh yeah, Lena's she's a Swifter.
Mm-hmm.
So we have all that to analyze. Also, there was another weird wrinkle. People got mad because she brought up her friend Lana Del Rey on stage, who was nominated for Best Album and did not win. So Taylor brought her on stage.
I don't think she was nominated for Best Album. She was nominated for another award.
So-
and
Well,
she
then who
didn't
gives a
win.
fuck?
No,
Are
no,
we
no.
gonna-
She was. It was best album as
It
well.
was?
I double.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are we gonna
damn.
dive into
Yeah,
those?
yeah, we're diving
Okay,
in. We're
because
diving
it
in.
sounds to me like Taylor didn't do anything.
Oh,
But I'll have to see.
Taylor's innocent.
Already
I'll have to see.
exonerating her.
Well,
This is just based on what you said so far.
hold on. Don't be
Haven't
so
seen
stiff
any-
about your opinion. But stay flexible.
That's fucking funny. That's very fucking funny.
What's funny? I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything at all. This is my favorite story. It's not in the title, but God, I love it. So Vaush, I know there's probably some crossover. He's a political streamer, socialist. And he, as many people before him on the internet, accidentally opened their... Is there a nicer way to say, like, I don't like saying the P word. Not like CP, just to be clear, like porn? Like, is there a way, a euphemism for that?
Corn.
Corn?
Oh,
People
yeah,
on TikTok say
pornography.
corn.
Which I kind of don't. It's not fair to corn to like ruin corn for everybody.
Pornography.
It was a spicy folder.
Spicy folder?
What's
That's
why,
okay.
Why can't you just say it? Why can't you?
I don't know.
pornography.
It's
I
a
think
dicey
it's
word.
paranoid about YouTube.
Yeah, it's a
Man's
vulgar.
over here making up new slurs, and he's worried about saying.
Yeah, but they don't
Well,
know
the
what a
AI
stiffy is.
doesn't know yet
Yeah.
about the
They-
stiflers.
The AI hasn't caught up. Bro, dude, I'm like fucking, I'm years ahead of the AI. You know?
Tucker Carlson can say it for you, if you prefer that.
Say what?
Tucker Carlson can say it for you if you prefer that.
Stiffy?
Oh
No, the P
You
word.
have a sound
P
bite,
word.
I'm
Oh,
assuming.
okay, go ahead, Carl.
Exploding
Tucker.
milk porn.
So Vaush, like many before him, have accidentally opened their spicy folder, which as a concept is something that I'm truly have always found bizarre. I mean, no offense to all you guys who have a collection of spicy folders, but the idea of
It's
just
a good question.
bringing it all together, and it looked like
Bringing it all together.
his was a pretty serious organizational operation.
Really?
Yes. But anyway, the
Categories. We have categories.
There were like subfolders in
Yeah,
the folder?
subfolders.
No.
the folder was literally called
Don't tell
"To
me.
Be Sorted."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me know because I
Wow.
got fucking files on top of files.
Just files on top of files. I didn't know that.
But it's not that he was looking at corn. It's that what was in the folder was something I hadn't seen happen to a creator before. It was actually corn of horses, horse cocks.
Just the right height.
sir.
No bucket is required.
Drawn ones, right? I don't know how much of a difference that makes, but
It was horse cock.
was it actual horse?
I
cocks,
think it
or
makes
was
a
it
difference
drawings
somewhat.
of a horse.
It was
cock?
drawing.
Okay, so
But
drawing of
no
a horse. cock.
no real images of horse
No
cock.
real
Okay.
animals were involved.
Yeah, I mean that's good.
Okay,
We
well.
appreciate that.
But there was also other weird shit in there. I'll be honest. Like there was some what's referred to as lolly.
What's that?
It's like a genre of hentai where the girls are very young
That
Japanese
was
pornography.
mixed with the
with the horse
with the
corn.
horses. Yeah.
How do those two go together?
It does.
It
I don't know
does?
why. How to explain it.
What?
The horses were.
It's just degeneracy
They
all
match.
around. Degeneracy.
I think we have to start with a poll of finding out how many people actually have a folder for their spicy corn.
I have a few friends that had a folder.
because I've only heard about it in like criminal cases.
No, me too.
Oh, it's a Dateline thing.
Yeah.
But your friends, Ethan,
It's
how
like-
long ago was that?
It was a long fucking time
Yeah,
ago.
that's different.
Right,
Long
that's
time
different
ago.
when
Yeah.
you don't have like the internet on your
Yeah.
phone at all day.
Yeah, it's true. I mean,
Hours.
yeah.
But should we do a poll?
We sure can do a poll.
The poll's up.
Do you
It's
have
already
a
up.
folder?
I'm curious.
That's like LimeWire stuff.
But anyway, there's a lot of Vaush fans screaming at their screen right now that a lot of the stuff that he's been lambasted for in the past has been taken out of context. So what we've prepared here today, in the interest of fairness and in the pursuit of justice and truth, we have brought the full clips with all the context. We are going to revisit some of the best hits. For example, some of this stuff is going to blow your guys' asses out that have not seen this before. It's truly, I don't know how he survived some of this stuff. And as a creator, I actually don't. I like a fair bit of his content.
Okay.
So you might consider me somewhat of a fan of his. I definitely would watch his videos from time to time.
Okay.
And he struck me as an eloquent, smart guy. However,
Did it affect you in the way you look at him now? Can you
Absolutely.
still watch his content?
no. No, absolutely not. I mean, I don't think so. I guess I'll see how I feel, but I feel that we as a society, we need to put
We
our
gotta
foot
draw
down
the
as-
line somewhere.
We can't be tolerant up to fucking horses. Like, we have to put our foot down. Tolerance has a limit, you guys.
Bucket is
And I come to you as a lib. I am Mr. Tolerance. I tolerate everybody and everything. But we have to put our foot down. When has tolerance gone too far? I dare to say it's when you're dirking off the horse cocks. And I do, and you know, again,
Look at the poll.
what's the poll say?
14% said yes.
That's basically nothing.
That's basically only you serial killers and
No, wait a minute. 14%? That's
Yeah.
quite high.
That's not.
No,
that's really
that's like-
low.
Guys, there's 8,000 votes.
Hold on,
What is-
Dan.
What's
Dan.
14% of
But
8,000
in the
people?
history of polls,
Exactly.
this
Dan, you're
is-
being obtuse.
This is very
For sure.
extreme.
Yeah, but I'm just pointing out there are
It's
still
almost 90% said no.
there are hundreds and hundreds of people in this audience right now that have a porn.
I
folder.
think the poll, sorry, Dan, is a little flawed.
Oh.
Not your fault. Listen,
What?
This is the reason. We didn't clarify if that includes their own content, like stuff they have. I feel like
You think there's
somebody-
that
Oh,
many
like-
OF people in our
no,
audience?
not
that they're-
OF, not
they're-
OF.
think
No,
that
like
Oh,
when they would-
he's
from,
just
like-
saying like your own nudes.
yeah,
or
like
whatever,
from your
or-
significant
or
other
from
or something.
significant
Oh,
other.
you have a folder of your own nudes?
no.
See, I never done that.
I didn't even
don't
think
have
about
nudes.
that.
To be honest, I'm old, but I've never taken a photo of
But-
myself naked, and nor would I don't think anyone. Dude, if I'm trying to turn someone on, I'm not sending them a picture of me naked.
We need a sub poll of finding out if anybody even thought of that when they said yes.
I don't think that would be a significant. I don't think that would be a statistically
Now,
significant.
Well, I'm gonna find
why are people saying Dan has a folder?
What? No, I was pointing out that it was still astounding how many people had it. Not that I was like, look, there's a great amount of.
I don't
amount of
believe
people that
Dan.
have it.
And by the way, I'm not above
seen?
admitting that I do watch corn from time to time.
You watch corn?
Yeah, yeah, you know that. Oh, Ducky. Yeah,
I'm joking.
yeah, I know you are. I mean, you know what, and that's fine. I think that's fine. However, there's a certain barrier that you break that starts when you have a folder called "To Be Sorted," with folders and folders and folders. But I'm not judging people, you know, because listen, some people are born with. He's not harming anyone. I mean, right?
True.
Like that's important to I guess remain.
All right, there's a clarifying poll going up. Do you have a porn folder that isn't your
This
own
is
stuff?
more confusing.
Well,
You
I
have
think
a
it's going to
porn
be the
folder
exact
that
same result.
isn't
Oh,
your own.
wait, AB is saying that people.
People are saying I'm right.
So the
Oh
percentage.
shit! It is changed
So that
a lot.
percentage
Okay, it's
is even
changing a
more
little bit.
But hold-
extreme.
I don't consider pictures of yourself or your significant other to be porn.
Right. That's yeah.
Well,
They're just taking. I see where the confusion came in.
Okay, so AB stands corrected. 11% is shifted to only
Okay.
11% said yes. I'll also say this: that definitely strikes me as a guy thing, and we have a large female audience. That's a dude thing for sure.
Having a folder.
Yeah. But again, I've been wrong about
When
women
people say
before.
Dan definitely has a porn folder,
I
I'm sorry.
don't know
I'm
why
trying to
you're
be
saying that.
diplomatic. Y'all are fucking weird if you have one of those folders. I'm sorry.
But because
I'm just trying to be diplomatic, okay?
my thing
You're trying to
about
call
the
me
folder-
out.
My thing about the folder is this: there's no need for the folder in this day and age. Like,
Right, exactly.
unless
Which
don't even
is why
I don't
it's so
download music.
extra.
that is extra.
Right, exactly.
Exactly.
You don't
It's
need to
so,
download
like,
it.
Like it means that you found like
it means a lot to
you
you.
found something so exactly.
Right.
This is so rare. I had so much trouble finding this. Which, by the way, if it's hard to find on the internet, it's probably fucked up.
Probably illegal.
Yeah, maybe illegal.
Yeah, right.
It's just so you know, if you have a folder, it doesn't mean you're a bad person. But all bad people have folders.
Yes. That's what I would think.
Vaush is talking about me on his thing apparently.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, I'm not going to go to his stream. I'm not going to make that mistake. I'm going to keep it contained right here. And Vaush, if you're watching, we are going to give you a fair shake of the horse's cock. We're gonna watch everything in full context.
That's 2 for 2, man. That's pretty good.
Thanks, bro. Killing it today. So, yeah, I mean, one of the things he says, which I guess requires context, is, quote, I am yet to hear a convincing moral or legal argument as to why C-word, P-word, CP should be illegal.
What?
Yes, he said it on camera. It's filmed.
Show us.
It's a crazy thing. So we'll get into all that. I'm very excited. I mean, it's obviously, I'm excited.
We're
Fuck
not
it.
getting into it right now.
I guess we should.
We've already.
But I
talked
wanted to
about so
spice it
much.
up because we also have a really fun Cav update as well. Dude, we have this crazy Cav update. We found a user on the subreddit. It was pointed out by other users. And I saw it and I sent a red alert in the chat. We have to archive this immediately. And it's somebody who's been posting for a year on the subreddit, almost entirely on threads about Brad the Bull, with intimate knowledge of their relationship that has not yet been publicly shared.
I'm obsessed. I love it.
It is truly
Wow.
captivating.
Mm-hmm.
And this fucking guy.
I was listening to the last episode, and I just couldn't believe how entertaining it was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to hear that, because that's something I'm really passionate about.
When you guys said you were gonna watch it, the next episode, I was like, I wonder if this is gonna get old.
No,
But
I'm glad.
I was like laughing the whole time.
Wikipedia is like not real.
So, I mean, we'll keep going as long as people enjoy it. I'm definitely looking forward to episode 3, where he actually is going to bring his old friend Bill Cosby over for some Jello and old time stories.
Bryce Hall, the most popular, the coolest,
The
kind of
coolest.
bad boy, getting a lot of fights, but you have a great time, you love to party, and you're so popular.
Bro, you are like 50.
So I had a DUI in 2005.
He's talking like the younger
coolest.
brother. My brother's so cool. He parties, has fun. Anyway, let's talk about the Vaush thing because we're already here.
Okay.
Oh, there's other stuff I want to talk about at the top, though.
No, tease it out. Let's circle back to that.
We'll circle back.
We'll circle back.
Okay, so here's something I wanted to address at the top here is for those who are aware, there's been a Teddy Fresh drama.
It's been a scandalous week.
Let me see the post. So last week we started
Exactly last Friday.
a new dropping schedule whereby we, instead of doing it like once or sometimes twice per month, we said, let's start doing it throughout the month, basically daily. And our theory behind that was because when we drop so much stuff at once, we feel like a lot of the really cool, great pieces oftentimes fall through the cracks.
Yeah. I thought it could be fun to like give each piece its own moment. And in a way also force us to have to talk about each piece and show it on socials and the whole thing.
Give
because
each piece its due.
a lot of times we just
attention.
don't. We don't feature all the pieces.
Yeah.
And we'll post like photos and then we feel like, well, engagement is going down or something, and we'll just kind of like stop posting from the release. And so a lot of stuff that came out won't get really featured. I feel like.
Now, some people, listen. So the people were upset, and the reason for that being that they would have to spend a lot more on shipping, which makes sense. I understand that, we all understand that, and we understand that the shopping experience for you guys is better the way it was. There is some feedback that kind of perplexed me. A lot of people were saying we were doing it to make money and that we were scamming.
Yeah, I saw somebody call it a cash grab, which
It's shipping.
didn't make any sense.
Who's cash? Unless I'm in bed with FedEx. I don't own any FedEx stock, for the record.
Yeah.
I just love stamps.com.
I was about to say, we're a stamps.com house.
Yeah, they kicked me back on that one.
No, yeah, the shipping fees are just covering shipping. It's,
But you guys are right in that shipping has gotten so expensive. Clothing has gotten so expensive. So we underestimated the financial strain that would impose on an already expensive product to participate in. And so we rolled it back. And to make matters, to try to make things as a gesture of our love and appreciation to all you guys, we have decided to offer free shipping on all U.S. domestic orders from now until the end of the month.
Free shipping, yo.
Free shipping on every damn thing.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's you don't see that anymore. And you know why? Because it costs a fucking fortune. Like actually, it's crazy. People were begging us not to do this.
Jeff Bezos does it.
Yeah, well,
So what the hell?
you pay a subscription fee for that.
Right. Good point.
They get like $1 trillion a year.
And also, it is kind of insane that they do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, they ate costs. Basically, they were like not profitable for like the first 20 years.
They do it to run everybody else out of business.
Yeah.
Right.
So people were our accountant was like begging us. They says you cannot do free shipping. They says you cannot do this, please. And then there was people inside. We also said anyone who's bought this month, you can reach out to our support team and we'll refund you the cost of shipping that you already paid.
Oh, the owners have lost their mind.
Yeah.
Dude, we had people on the inside saying, you cannot do this. This is insane.
It's literally the You're killing me, Larry commercial.
No, there
Your
was...
accountant is
Yes, there was...
yelling at you.
Dude.
Ethan, you're killing me.
So, like, it's not a cash grab. I don't understand even that leap of logic it takes to get there. It's just shipping. And we are going to basically...
Listen, it was an experiment, and it was... We got it. We got the feedback.
Listen, in business, you try things. We've been doing Teddy Fresh
Yeah.
for like 6-7 years now, and we've been doing the monthly drops, which we love doing.
Yeah.
I think it's a great...
We're gonna go back to that, and sometimes it will be twice per month, and sometimes once per month, just like how it used to.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
I thought it would be fun, but yeah.
Seemed like a good
Obviously,
idea at the time.
it's more complicated.
But people were very passionately against this, and you know, I understand, and I appreciate that they care that much. They do.
I do too.
It's nice that they do.
I mean, that's one thing that I always really appreciate about our customers. They're very loyal, and they care, and so it's important for me to make it a two-way relationship. Show them that we care too.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, I mean, we are going to spend a fortune. We're not going to make a lot of money this month, probably, if any, but that doesn't matter to us, which is why I said it.
And also, I was getting annoyed that all the comments were about shipping when this collection is so fire.
Right, that's annoying.
I love this February collection, and so I just want to get back to talking about how cool everything is.
Check this out, dude. Check this new fucking bike jersey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Teddy Fresh Sports. Oh yeah, I had a cool dude who asked for that in my
Really?
DMs.
A cool dude.
A cool dude?
He's someone we seed to.
He's so cool.
Lena and Ela are rocking the overalls.
Yes. Okay, you guys have to see Lena because
I'm raving about this set here. The
Nice.
matching
Oh, the
bando
whole
top
thing is
and
Teddy
the-
Fresh.
yes.
There it is.
Killing it.
Ooh.
Looks so cute.
Later. I'll have to add some stuff to the folder later.
And check out.
Oh, AB. I heard that one.
Yeah, you honed in on that, didn't you?
That's funny.
Check out Dan real quick because Dan.
Is this out yet? I wasn't sure.
It will be. So on Monday, everything will come out. Monday, all of February will come out.
Yeah. And there'll be free shipping on all orders. All orders till the end of the month. You heard that right. Who else does free
Domestic.
shipping? Domestic. Because honestly, if we shipped it like
International,
we would lose
We would be out of business.
fantastic amount of money.
Yeah.
Like, we would just be losing money
Yeah.
straight up.
Who
with
wants to
everything.
lose some money today?
But you know, like the rationale we had behind creating the classics collection was like everything's getting more expensive, and everyone's raising their price. Everyone's charging a ton for shipping, and we wanted to go the opposite direction. And let's say, fuck it, let's lower our prices. And the hope is, of course, that
They zigged, you zagged.
Exactly. You know, the play is hopefully that through volume, because people like that you make up, and it was successful. I'm really happy with how it. came out. So
I like that we have both options where we can have the classics, but also still have our what we call inline collection, and still go full on with all the details and charge more.
So we definitely went the wrong way on this one. We created a process that made the cost more expensive. So I hope you guys like the free shipping. I hope that lowers the bar of entry for a lot of people that wanted to try the thing. You know, our free shipping has been 150 traditionally because again, it's just a cost value analysis. But I do think about this whole thing has kind of been a catalyst for thinking about things differently for me, where I'm wondering if we should lower our shipping bar substantially going forward.
Right, maybe. We're going to have to talk about it like throughout the month.
Yeah, I'll have to see how it goes throughout the month.
But
let the conversation begin.
Free shipping is definitely very extreme.
Well, I was like, can we do free shipping like all the time?
I don't know that we can.
Dude, our accountant was like, she was pulling her hair out.
It's a lot of money.
She said, we're going to be out of business. I says, well, that's what it takes.
Lena also has the Lena should show how you have the jacket. She has the modular jacket, but she's she has the bottom disconnected from it.
Yeah,
dude, that's fire, Lena.
Let's
nice.
Do that.
Oh.
Yeah. That's how I want to wear it.
Boom, boom, boom. What's up?
Boom, boom. Boy.
Beautiful. So that is all online.
So you get a crop jacket.
Free shipping.
If you want or not.
Boom, boom, boom. Now let me say, way-ho.
Way-o.
All right, so Monday at 10 a.m. Tune in because everything will be out and there's so many cool stuff this month. I'm not kidding.
Good, fun. So that's it, you know. But I do wonder, like, dude, what if we just said fuck it and we like cut our margins to like almost nothing and said free shipping for everyone? I wonder if that would. I wonder what that would do.
I'm honestly not
if it would be worth it, or
I'm not sure that
if
it would
there
be
wouldn't be that much more people participating. In which case, that'd be a fat L.
It's gonna cut too much into the profit, in my opinion.
What do you What do you think about it?
I think you should pay people to take the clothes
Yeah,
off
I was
your
gonna say,
hands.
send it for free.
Oh shit! Earthquake.
Holy shit! Me and Lena have never experienced
Everybody
earthquake.
just
wow, that was a
my
big
first
one.
one too.
Wait,
Yo, that was our
this
first
is
earthquake. That was
crazy.
awesome.
Shit, dude.
Lena's shitting bricks over here.
Guys, everybody, just stay where you are.
Stay where you
It's okay,
are.
that was a very minor one.
Yeah, that was a small
crazy.
one.
That was
Big one. Big one.
That is the biggest one I've ever felt.
Really?
Yes.
It was
That was
pretty shocking.
I think
It's
the
a
same
decent
for
shake.
me too.
Holy
That was so
shnikes,
weird.
that was awesome.
That was like a movie.
Well,
I dove under the
Wow.
table. That's what they teach you in school to do.
That was good.
Good
That's
job,
okay.
Olivia.
You did the right thing, Olivia. You did the right thing. I
Tell
was
you're trained.
going
I-
to tell
I
people
am.
to do that if it got worse, but that was,
The advice that they give now is just to stay where you are until the shaking stops.
Oh.
It used to be run into the doorway,
Yeah.
get under the desk and stuff, but they found that more people were getting injured trying to get
scrambling
there.
to get there. That said, we are at desks. It would probably be advisable to get under.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
That
I
was
think so.
But I hear what you're saying.
That was so cool.
I mean, there's. God,
Was that your first?
Yeah, very first. I've never ever felt anything.
Cam?
That's pretty.
No, my first.
Not your first.
No, my first was when I first moved here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember there was one like
that.
right after he moved.
I was on a
Yeah.
skateboard too. It was sick. It was a weird feeling.
So there'll probably be
God.
aftershocks, or it happens sometimes. There'll be a bigger one. There's
Yeah,
a pre-shock.
It could be a foreshock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However,
Do you think it was a sign from God about Teddy Fresh?
dude, was he free?
He was saying, "Don't do the free shipping. You're crazy."
Maybe he was saying good free shipping. Do
Yo,
free shipping.
Initial report is 4.7 in Thousand Oaks.
Oh
that
shit,
big?
that's pretty significant.
4.7's that's a decent shaker.
yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna,
a decent shaker for sure.
Text
Yeah,
people
it's-
real quick.
I'm
Stronger
checking
than I
my,
felt.
my cameras at home. We haven't mounted our new TV, so
And
I'm-
Thousand Oaks is pretty close.
Yeah.
Although they must have felt
Well-
it a lot stronger.
Yeah.
I'm worried about my fucking Legos, dude. Holy
Oh no.
Oh, no.
I gotta text Chantal.
Again, the good thing about architecture in California, it's all made to withstand earthquakes.
Right.
That's why everything's made of wood, and all the skyscrapers are made with earthquakes
Yeah, they have
in
very
mind.
good earthquake code here.
They're on rollers, the tall buildings.
Is that nuts? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy that I felt like I got jolted like good this bit to just one
Yeah,
side. Like
I mean
that.
that
How the
you
fuck
probably
does
did.
building stand?
I hope
that
you
was such
got
a weird experience.
Yeah, that was so weird.
I hope that you guys don't. When they're big, it's terrifying. Like you get thrashed.
Yeah, I felt like my share just go.
You're like an
pushed
ant
like
being juggled around in it because you just are so helpless and so small.
Yeah.
Well,
in the power of the earth.
Aaron's asking if we're all okay.
You guys went through the 94, yeah?
Yeah, that was terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was the one the big one of my life. The earth with
Yeah, I've heard about that from you a lot.
The 94 Northridge.
Northridge quake, and I was in Ventura. That shit was crazy. It was in the middle of the night. It was long.
I was in the West Valley. Our house got fucked.
Oh, so you were right there.
Our house got red tagged. We had to move out.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The cracked the foundation of the house.
Whoa. Yeah, they were going around
my
red
God.
tagging houses and buildings that were
Affected?
they were damaged to the point of not being safe.
Wow.
Yeah, they would come around and you'd either get green or yellow or red, depending on like how safe the building was. And ours got red, so we moved out for like a year. Well,
Wow.
my parents had insurance, so they got the foundation fixed.
Damn, that's nuts.
That's crazy.
Dude, the earthquake insurers must fucking hate that. They're like the whole city now. We gotta pay out for.
To keep the earth clean and do what he was doing.
Yeah, well, earthquake insurance is pretty expensive here, to be honest.
I wonder why.
Yeah, but I hope that you guys don't feel a bigger one because that shit's crazy. But there you go. You got a little intro in.
Jesus.
Nothing to worry about though. People don't get hurt, here in LA because we're fortunate to have good infrastructure and everything's built. A lot of the times you have earthquakes that are about that size or maybe a little bigger in like developing countries, like what happened in Haiti, and because of or
recently in Turkey.
Last year. In Turkey, right? Yeah. Because of the infrastructure there, and a lot of the stuff isn't built with earthquakes in mind. I didn't even know they had earthquakes in Turkey. But I know in the Middle East everything's made of stone, which obviously is not flexible.
Yeah. Right. When I moved there, I was like, why is everything made of wood?
Right.
That's exactly why.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And so, people don't really get hurt unless there's like an unprecedented like 9.0, and then the earth opens up, and then and probably a lot of people would die in that case.
Well, there were a decent amount of deaths in the Northridge earthquake that we were talking about earlier, but it was all people. It was not all, but most of them were people that lived in this specific type of apartment building that was very specific to LA called a dingbat apartment. You know about this?
Mm-mm.
No.
There's this type of apartment. You still see them all the time. They've now all been reinforced because of the Northridge earthquake. But it was a very like typical Southern California style apartment building that had the building over the garage. The garage was like on the ground level, and then all of the units are on stilts above it.
Oh, I hate that shit.
A bunch of those collapsed.
Bro, I see those all the time in the hills, and I'm like,
yeah,
you could not pay me to live in that fucking house.
Yep.
I saw one recently when we were driving. God, it's like the house doesn't touch solid ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just this like tiny, like super thin force. Yeah.
My aunt used to live in one in Glendale, and I was always scared to go in that house
because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but very good. Anyway, Dan was saying we should give it out for free, and God said no.
Yeah.
You want to try that again, Dan, and we'll see if the earthquake happens?
I was actually saying, I'm scared now.
Go ahead. This is the real test of faith.
I was saying that you guys should pay the customers to take the Teddy Fresh off your hands.
I'm the one that said free. Dan said they
pay. Those are really progressive.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a hell of a way to move product.
Yeah. Like you said, you got to do what you got to do.
What about trying it for a small amount of time and see how it works?
What, giving it away for free?
No, the free shipping.
Well, we are doing that this month.
This month,
okay, fair.
We'll see like how bad is it.
But yeah, I mean, we were thinking like, oh, what if we go down to 50, which is a lot better. But then I'm like, well, at that point, let's just go for it. Let's just fucking go for it, Larry. You're like me.
50.
But we'll see. But anyway, thank you for you guys' support. And shout out to this one. It's nice to see a lot of people being appreciative and understanding. There's been one comment that made me laugh, though, that I had to pull up.
It's fucking nice out.
Where is it? Let me see.
AB has it.
You're talking about the one that was sent earlier?
Yeah.
1C.
Oh, see here. This this was at the top of Ila's page. And this can't be like a real criticism. But the thing is, it has a lot of likes. 87 likes. So you tell me what you think of this. They says everyone's praising them for listening to their customers and being awesome. But like they did the new drop in the first place, knowing people would be paying extra shipping. That was probably a big reason they chose to do it, to make more money. But they didn't expect so much pushback. A true queen would have realized that before making the mistake. They are playing dumb.
Sorry, I didn't think about everything.
That's
You're not
not
a
a
true
good
queen.
faith criticism.
You're
is
not
it?
a true queen. Well, I mean, you don't make money off the shipping.
We don't.
But also, it's like
that
you
kind of undercuts that.
I don't-
Like
argument a little bit.
shipping is a real cost. We have no effect on what shipping costs.
I mean, go to
they
any
don't
other
ask
clothing
us.
company and buy something and see. I mean, it's expensive as shit.
Yeah.
That being said, I do love this philosophy in life where it's like, if somebody did something wrong, no matter the minor or severity of it, they're fucking dead to me forever. They should have not made a mistake to begin with, and shame on them. I've never made a mistake, and I expect everybody to treat me like a perfect legend that I am.
This would be great conversation when you go on the Failure podcast.
Oh.
Good point, Zach.
Good point. Because I was thinking about talking about when I wasn't popular in school.
Yeah.
As my big failure in life, but this one's probably better.
Well, you could go the Brad the Bull thing. It's like, yeah, no, it was really hard making our clothing line at first. It wasn't working. We were losing money. Oh, but it's worked out fantastically in the end.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry, Dustin.
Yeah, in no way would I call it a failure.
No. It was a huge success. But anyway, shout out to this person who with the constructive feedback.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Made me
You know,
laugh.
kind of the bad boy, getting a lot of fights, but you have a great time, you love to party, and you're so popular.
Oh my God,
Should
I
we get,
cannot get enough.
Should we get into that?
No, we should do our sponsor and then we
do
can
have
get
an ad break
into
as well.
all kinds of. We have so much fun stuff. So let's thank Shopify. Speaking of Teddy Fresh, guess where Teddy Fresh is hosted?
Where's that?
Shopify, baby.
The best e-commerce platform the world has ever seen.
That's right.
They
down.
are there for you from the beginning all the way to billion-dollar intercontinental mega operations.
And
frankly,
take for example what we did in the last week. We decided to change our release schedule. Shopify makes it super easy.
Yep.
You can schedule one product to release. You can schedule a whole collection ahead of time,
and then how easy was it to change it back?
like this.
You see?
And making the shipping free, one click.
The decision to do it, priceless. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Decision to do it, dumb. No, but for real, we started our business on Shopify from the first day, and that was one of the best decisions we ever made in terms of making our business because their platform is so easy to use. Neither of us knew the first thing about programming, and we were able to make a nice operating e-commerce website from basically nothing. It's never been down. We've never had any security or downtime issues. We've never had any issues. The support is fantastic. They've got tons of add-ons by huge, reputable, serious people that you can add on to your shop.
Great customer support.
It really has everything you need from the beginning all the way to all the way to the top, baby. They also have stuff like you can get an in-person POS system. So if you want to sell your stuff like at a swap meet or at a pop-up, whatever, you bring one of their POS systems. You could charge people's cards in person, and it will get deducted from the inventory. It's phenomenal. They've got it all. They really do. Can't recommend it enough. Shopify helps you turn browsers into buyers with the internet's best converting checkout. 36% better on average than other leading commerce losers.
I do love their checkout.
Yeah.
Whenever I get that option as the shopper, I always pick that one.
Yeah. So anyway, well, I encourage everybody who's interested in getting into business for themselves to consider trying Shopify. You will not regret it. That's my promise, my pledge to you. So sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/afterdark, all lowercase. One more time. Go to shopify.com/afterdark now to grow your business no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/afterdark. Thank you. Thank you.
Well done. Well done. What an ad read. Wow.
Heidi says, I just got a confirmation from a blood test that I am super pregnant. Finally. Shout out to all H3 moms.
Congratulations.
Can't wait to join the team. Family. Let's go. Congratulations.
This is like baby season. I know so many people that are pregnant right now.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I need the max win. I need the max, baby. I need the max triplets. I don't know. Congratulations, though. That's exciting. You want to know something crazy? Hila started putting her to-go bag together.
Yes.
Ain't that some shit?
Wow.
Because last time I was like, yeah, I have a bag half ready. And I was like, last minute we'll add whatever we need. And there was no time to do that last time.
Well,
so this time I'm going to have it ready and packed to the last thing. Like a phone charger is going to be in there. I'm not going to do it last minute.
Nice.
Amazing.
Everything.
Well, because we learned from last time that we don't have a lot of time to dilly-dally.
Yeah, I'm scared. I don't know how fast it will. It might not be fast, but if it is fast,
It will be. It'll be as fast because, in my opinion, based on the last time. Because I don't think it generally takes longer. It's always faster than the last time.
There's no rules. It could be.
And generally.
Generally, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the nurses, when we called, were like, hey, the water broke. What should we do? They're like, take your time. Get
They
something
said,
to eat.
take a shower, eat something, and then come.
And we're like, okay.
And that was bad advice.
Really wasn't good advice in our situation.
I never did.
As she almost gave birth in the toilet as I was parking the car.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that today.
Crazy.
I was in the toilet, like, because I felt like I needed to poop, which now I also know that's like part of the pushing for a baby to come out.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm just going to try that, even though I was in pain, like fully crazy pain.
Oh,
contraction.
God. That's nuts.
And I was like, I'm just going to try that really quick.
That must have, that
and
would,
I could barely even like sit there. And then I felt like, oh, wow, I'm pushing like a baby, not poop.
Holy fuck.
And then I had to scream help. Like, I've never done that. The screaming for help.
Nobody's taking you seriously. Because Hila was like in like serious contractions. And compared to the first time, I knew it was serious. Like she was about to give birth.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept telling everyone like, yo, you have to take this seriously. She's going into labor.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, okay, whatever, we'll come with us this way. Yeah. Get comfortable.
I was just thinking this morning about that moment of like shouting help in the bathroom.
Thank God somebody heard you.
And then
you're not good at projecting. Let's be real.
And then what?
You're not a good shouter.
I'm telling you, it's a weird feeling. I never had to shout help.
Yeah,
it's a weird thing. And then I saw my doctor, which was so cool because the one that was like seeing me the whole time, he happened to be there, and he was the one that ended up delivering, Brucey.
But don't let this discourage you. What was your name? Because it was actually a really good experience. It was fast.
It was fast, and I actually don't remember the pain. I don't remember it.
Heidi. So I wish for you, Heidi, giving birth in the toilet, almost.
I remember the whole time saying, I can't do this. And the doctor was like, he's coming out. And I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. And then he was out.
Wow. So were you even pushing, or was it just
one time, it was like, just do one push. He's almost out.
Holy shit. Crazy.
It was so crazy.
So we'll be fast this time, though, is the point. We're going.
Maybe.
We're going. No, I'm not saying we're going.
We will be so fast.
Yeah, we're going.
Yes.
Although we need to have, like, what if it's in the middle of the night and then someone needs to come be with the kids? Like, we can't leave them there.
Right. Last time my mom was there.
Like, what do you do? Bring them.
What else would you?
God, now you added a whole new level of stress that I
Yeah, I
didn't
guess
have
we'd have to
before.
bring them.
Yeah.
And then just call my parents to come get them.
Oh my God. No.
Well, we'll be on high alert when we're near your due date.
Don't know what to do.
We had a.
Because
You know what we should-
bringing
here's what-
them takes too long.
Here's
We
what we'll
can't
do.
that.
Here's what we'll do. When
You
we're
guys-
near your
you-
due date, we'll tell my parents, be ready.
Be on
We're gonna
standby.
call you, and then you guys got to come straight away to the house.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna be so stressed now about this.
Have a backup as well, because that's what happened with
Yeah.
my aunt and uncle. My parents were supposed to watch the kids. They didn't answer the phone. and
Exactly.
so,
They're
yeah.
not
Oh
gonna
my
answer the
God.
phone. They're gonna be sleeping.
Well, they better damn answer the phone.
Okay, we gotta think about it tonight.
Well, we could call my brother.
We'll think about it tonight.
He's closer.
No, he's not.
Just give me a call.
Oh, he's as.
Just give me a call.
We'll call
You
Dan.
call me.
H3 crew
I could call. I would
daycare.
call you guys. I don't want to put
I'll
you through
probably
that,
I'll
though.
probably be outside
I'll watch
anyway.
that.
So
we could
just-
call Lena.
Yeah, AB will be
yeah.
there
We
anyways.
could call Lena. AB, show up, protect. Hold
I
down
will
the
say
fort.
this.
Hey,
If
Dan,
you-
you're invited.
I will say this: if you want Lena, text me. She
Okay.
never has her phone on her. I'm always up.
Okay,
so I could-
that's
yeah.
actually a good. That's
Okay,
a good option.
AB is gonna be our plan.
We got you.
I think that's the best
Lena can
chance
go.
of
I won't
somebody
come.
showing up.
True. AB will show up.
And you're up at weird hours, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Done. Easy.
Let's go.
Because
Locked in.
you guys don't understand. Leaving the house with kids takes so long.
It's a process.
It's a process.
I got you.
And doing that, with
Especially in the middle of the
contractions,
night, they're going to be like, "What is happening? I'm tired. I'm cranky." Very good. Thank you. Okay. Let's get. Where do you guys want to start? We have so many great things.
We should talk about that Cav update before we get too much deeper. It's quick.
Okay, so
I had a DUI in 2005.
yeah, I know. Oh, speaking of sick, hot, and popular, what's up, Gabe? So when did I end up getting? Oh,
Naima, I got a haircut.
Yeah.
What?
what do we get extra? Oh hell yeah!
Okay.
What the hell? What kind of sandwich?
Looking good, Gabe.
Oh, another one.
no.
Gaby boy, talk to me.
Hey, what's going on?
Hello.
I like the fresh cut, bro.
Yeah.
Just start me on mute.
We can
What?
hear you.
Can he not hear us? Can you hear us, Gabe?
Oh, shoot. No.
What, is everything okay? What's happening?
Let's see. Mute. Am I on mute?
No, we can
we
hear
hear
you.
We hear you. Let me see if it might be on our side.
He's not coming out of the Zoom channel.
AB, can you unplug and replug in? Yeah.
Maybe just leave it. I kind of like it.
Just leave him freaking out like that?
Let's see where it goes.
Damn, I'm.
No, look, the Scarlet just hooked back up. It should. You hear us now?
I can hear you.
Oh, there he is.
What's up,
There he
Gabo?
is.
I thought it was a
Friday,
bit.
everybody.
Happy Friday. I love your haircut looks fresh as hell.
Thank you, thank you.
Nice hoodie,
I'm
too.
trying
Nice
to
hoodie.
cheesy calzone from Papa's John. It's like the best.
Really? Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see that shit. Okay, Papa's making calzones now, huh?
Oh, yeah, look great.
Is that a Shack innovation, you think?
Is that new?
It must be a new item, yeah. You remember Papa
think
John's
it's-
you remember the
They're trying to
fucking
compete
pizza
with
salad?
Pizza Hut
Yeah,
and
it
all
made
that
me
stuff.
puke.
Oh shit. I guess they stopped with those, eh?
Yeah.
Thank God.
That was really
The
a low
bowls.
point for humanity. Yeah.
It was slop.
So Gabo, how did I wanted to know how did the spaghetti turn out last Friday?
Oh.
It turned out
They
great.
posted a video with
I
the
posted
finished.
on Instagram, and it turned out great.
Did you try?
Phenomenal.
Nice.
The best.
I remember when you were pouring garlic powder, there was an overspill. Did but that did not have an effect on the end
It did. It
product.
actually improves the taste.
Actually, it was good. It turned out to be good.
Turned out great. Nothing too much about something that makes it good.
It looked so good.
I'm mistaken. They still have the Papa Bowls.
Disgusting.
Sorry.
So what's going on?
Oh, okay. Not much, buddy. Oh, you hear that? Did you feel the earthquake?
I didn't feel nothing.
Oh, there was a pretty big earthquake like an hour or
Really?
two ago. A 5.0 in Thousand Oaks.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't feel nothing. I thought I heard one in Hawaii. 4.0 or something.
We
I
felt
don't
it
know.
pretty bad.
Hawaii got one at the same time?
No, I think it was this morning.
How big was the one in Hawaii?
According to the Instagram news and stuff.
What does it mean?
We're dying.
Is that
I mean,
normal
there's
where
earthquakes
it hits both places?
all the time.
I'm doubtful they're related, but they're part of the same tectonic plate, I think. The
Yeah.
Ring of Fire. There's a big ring around the
Pacific plate, yeah.
Ocean that goes on California and
Yeah,
Japan,
it's-
where there's a
Really?
ton of
It creates
earthquakes.
earthquakes around
Yeah.
Alaska, Japan,
Right.
The Ring of Fire?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds so
all
cool.
the Ring of Fire.
Because
all
it's where the
faults.
tectonic plates meet, and it's pretty crazy.
Gandalf did have the Ring of
furniture.
Fire.
I'm pretty sure that's where like the vast majority of all earthquakes are, is on the
Mm.
Ring of Fire.
Didn't
In
know
the
that.
current phase of the Earth where we are today.
Uh-huh.
Earth is like moving furniture. That's why I call it the Earth
Oh,
moving
true.
furniture.
What is your thoughts on Pangea?
Pangea, it's like a supercontinent.
Wow.
That's true.
A supercontinent breaking up. It's like you put all the couches and tables together and you try to spread them out. That's what I call a Pangea.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yep.
Actually, I like the way you described it to a supercontinent. I think that's like actually the way the scientists talk about it.
I'm getting educated.
You're a smart guy, Gabe. You study?
I used to study as a kid, science and stuff. And I used to, in school, it's stuff that are interesting about the Earth, about the
Geology.
about life, the dinosaurs and shit. Fuck.
Uh-huh.
Fuck. For sure, dude. Fuck, yeah.
Dinosaurs are like the major, they're like the animals before human. Dinosaurs are like, the men of the prehistoric times. That's what I think. Human beings.
Mm.
Do you have a favorite dinosaur?
I'd say the Brontosaurus.
My man.
The thing is about the Bronco.
Shout out, dude.
That dinosaur was the it dinosaur when we were a kid.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
since then, I don't know if you know, they found dinosaurs that are way bigger. For example, the Argentinosaurus is like twice as big.
Mm-hmm.
I call it the giant lizards.
Giant. Do you know what the Tyrannosaurus Rex stands for? Tyrant Lizard King.
Oh,
Sick.
the king.
Fucking
The emperor
sick.
of dinosaurs.
Fuck
Those
yeah,
are the
dude.
people that rule the world.
Okay.
Do you-
You obey them or you get punished or
That's
die.
right.
Or you get
Dinosaur
stomped.
families is.
Kiss the claw, bitch. Very cool, man. You want to ask that, AB?
I was just asking if you felt the earthquake.
AB wants to know, because we haven't mentioned this, AB wants to know if you felt the earthquake.
Oh, did you mention it?
I
went to
didn't
the.
feel- I didn't feel
Oh, hold
nothing.
on. And Gabe, I apologize if you've already talked about this. This is a 4-hour show, so sometimes I go to the bathroom, which I did, and then I came back. And being such a nice guy, I brought some cake I gave Olivia a piece. And then
Yes,
I
I'm
came and
very
I was like, oh, I
grateful.
wonder how
I didn't
Gabe's
get a
day's going.
cake.
He came around and offered me some as well, yeah.
Yeah, I offered everyone cake, and then I sat down. And
Not
then
everyone.
I missed that you guys mentioned it, so I
Did you
apologize.
offer Ethan? that cake?
No, I didn't get any offers.
Well, you guys
Although,
could guess what.
you have to admit, AB, that the frequency of this is making good opportunity for contact.
I have a response. The more you do, the more margin for error.
Oh.
Oh, wow. He came ready. He came ready for war today.
It doesn't make it less
boy.
funny. It doesn't
No,
make
it could
less
be funny. I'm explaining more for the audience, not for you.
They know.
I love it.
Did you want some cake, Ethan?
He's good.
What's the story with the cake?
You see, you
What's
said-
funny, Gabe? I was having a serious medical issue.
laughing at your demise.
Trying something.
What the fuck was that?
You're gonna laugh at me as I'm dying? right, Gabe, listen. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, full of love and laughter.
Yeah.
Enjoy the Super Bowl, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Super Bowl. Who are we rooting for?
Who you rooting for, Gabe?
I gotta go with the Chiefs and Mahomes. Can't bet against Mahomes, baby.
How do you like Taylor Kelsey or whatever? Is that his name?
Travis Kelsey.
Kelsey's
Is he
great.
the man?
He is the man. He's gonna make some touchdowns and entertain us all.
Yes.
And what do you think about
Yeah, he
his dating life?
That I don't pay attention to it, so I have no clue about.
Can I ask you this? Who do you
He's
know
above
who
that.
he's dating?
I have no clue.
Oh.
Wow.
Would it surprise you if I told you he's dating Taylor Swift?
Oh, Taylor Swift! Wow,
Yeah.
I didn't know about
That's-
that.
that's crazy.
I thought that's Taylor Swift's idol or something. That's
No,
why
they're
I assumed
dating. Yeah, pretty
they're
crazy.
dating. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Not bad, huh, Travis?
Travis Kelsey.
All right. Have fun. Go Chiefs.
Chiefs,
Go
baby,
Chiefs.
all the way.
Go Chiefs.
Next year's
Go
the
Chiefs,
next year's
baby.
the Jets year,
Mahomes.
Gabe. Jets year next year, baby.
Jets, let's see what they'll do. It might be the magical year. The Jets, 2024 is going to be a rebuilding year or a year of change.
Yep.
I can feel it.
Did we talk about who's
Life
going to
finds
do
a
the
way.
performance on this Sunday?
I think Taylor
Bowl?
Swift is just going to sub in.
Mm-mm.
Do you know who? I don't know who. Who's doing it?
Usher.
Usher?
Yep.
Dude, the Super Bowl.
That was my reaction.
No offense to Usher. I mean, he's a great performer. It's just their choices are often seem so random.
Yeah.
We kind of
Yeah.
had this discussion in the
seems
office
random.
a little bit, but Usher is huge. I mean, he hasn't had a big hit in a while, but
No, he's the man. He's the man.
Should have been fucking Creed, dude.
Also, he's like 60 and he looks like 20. Did you know that? He's like old as fuck,
Yeah.
and he looks so damn
he
young.
just did a Skims ad.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's ripped.
Yeah, he's ripped.
Of course he is. He's always been ripped.
He's
But
45.
Yeah, he's
I don't know.
45.
I found it a little weird. I guess we'll see. We'll see how much we enjoy.
I mean,
it
he'll
on
crush.
Sunday.
It's gonna be awesome, probably.
Are we gonna see his dick like a malfunction?
Definitely.
Go ahead, Gabe. I'm just gonna eat some. You want to take over?
Well, actually, the dick is a powerful weapon. Got to control that thing.
True. How do we control it?
Just emotions.
And what's powerful about it?
It's something that you make someone feel love.
Oh, right.
That's how I've always described it.
The brontosaurus of the body.
All right, we're gonna start talking about horsecock. Do you want to stick around for that, or no?
Horse talk. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. All right, Gabe. Listen, we love you. We all love you.
I love you, Ethan. You guys are awesome.
You
Have
are.
a great weekend. Ow! Let's go, baby.
And maybe there's some Chief fans that want a Gabe shout out from Cameo for the Super Bowl, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Go Chiefs. Look, baby. All right, Gabe. We love you. Okay. Have a great weekend.
All right.
All right,
Have a
buddy.
great weekend.
Talk to you soon. Gabe, everybody.
That was Uncle Gabe.
The artist formerly known as White Claw. So yeah, this thing tickled my fucking fancy because it never ends with the story. I freaked out. I saw it. I was browsing the subreddit. It didn't have a lot of points somehow, and I sent it immediately in the chat with tons of sirens. And that was a warranted one, right, Dan?
Oh yeah. No, that was siren worthy.
Okay, good.
I get mad because sometimes he gets a little too fast and loose with the sirens, and it gives me a panic attack whenever I
Right.
see that.
Yeah, when you drop the sirens, that's like a moment I'll pull over. I'll
Yeah,
pull
right.
over,
It's like,
wait
oh,
for
what's
what's going
going
on.
Me too, by the way.
I put everything down.
You
and
never
then-
know. You never know what just
Yeah.
happened.
My
That's
heart
good.
beats so quick.
Sometimes
we respect the siren emoji.
Yeah.
Always.
Sometimes I get to do the eye emoji before you actually say what's going
Well,
on.
he's still typing.
Yeah,
I love that because I know it's a captive audience. I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
that.
yeah.
There's like a few second delay where everyone's
Yeah.
and you're typing.
Yep.
Very exciting. I can't wait to see. You know what's interesting is if Ryan or Bryce see this, and then they're going to be like, "Yeah, this has to be Brad. Like, what's the deal, Brad? Why are you being such a weirdo?"
That
They
is
drive a
insane.
wedge between this trio.
Not at all, but if anyone's in a position to question the origins of these user, it would certainly be Bryce or Ryan Kavanaugh.
Right.
Or Jessica, but I
Or-
don't think
yeah.
she's involved. No. I mean, would she even know all this? Like, even she wouldn't know all the damn like high school lore. She wouldn't give a fuck about that.
She might
maybe.
know.
She does
she would
know.
know.
But she says it like whoever wrote this says it like they've typed it 1,000 times.
Right.
He said that Ryan, or I forget who exactly said it, but Brad wanted a dinner with Ryan to ask his permission to date his ex. I think she was the one that, or he suggested it and she brought it up to him, I think. So she knew they knew each other since high school.
Well, unfortunately, since we called it out, this user's probably going to disappear. But if not, Brad, if you do want to continue, if that is Brad, we will be watching. Maybe this is a way we could secretly communicate.
Right.
That'd actually be pretty useful. You know, like in the Cold War, how Russia and U.S. had like a secret phone line
Yeah.
to prevent like nuclear holocaust.
Mm-hmm.
That's what me and Brad have going. Earth Cafe sent us all kinds of extra shit. What is that? Look how weird that looks.
Like a baklava cake.
Ooh.
It was
Sounds
a
good, actually.
celebration of the earthquake.
You want me to bring
Well,
you
it
one?
might be because they kept canceling our orders. Lena's been trying to order for like an hour from them.
Here's Gabe with his favorite Bronchiosaurus. King of the dinosaurs.
Long neck, baby.
All right, so what's left?
Oh, there's so much. We got to talk about Taylor.
So we have Taylor.
It's kind of set up.
We have Vaush.
Mm-hmm.
And we have James. Let's do a poll. Taylor,
I'm dying.
Vaush.
Taylor
I'm
and
dying to talk about
James.
Yeah,
are
the
both in
Vaush thing is
title.
pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie.
The Vaush thing is some of the most shocking clips I've ever seen.
It really is unreal.
Yeah.
People
what do
actually
you
are
want
saying this shit
next?
online in this whole year.
Mm-hmm. At this big age.
Taylor Swift versus Celine. Vaush, whatever the fuck.
this, or should I take it?
And James Charles.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what the people want.
That's some bullshit.
We'll try to get to all of them, but
Trying to make it.
we got huge
Desperation.
categories to get to.
I'm desperate.
Oh, mamma mia. The people know what's interesting. I wonder if we need to change the title. Vaush was looking at what?
That's pretty good.
Let's get glam.
Let's get some dubs in chat for horse porn. Can we get some horse emojis going on in the chat, please? Lol, poor Vaush.
All right, well.
People say, I don't know who Vaush is, but you convinced me. I want to hear it. This is going to be good. I mean, you guys are really going to lose your minds here. But we're going to do a fair shake. That was my... You know what? We wanted to clickbait the Super Bowl. We forgot about that.
Right, that was the original intent with the...
Do you think Super Bowl or Vaush is a better title? Or a better title than what we have?
Super Bowl, if I'm being honest.
JRV NBR.
I feel like a lot of people don't know who he is, so I don't know how much the name...
He's not a huge creator.
Yeah.
He's a big creator.
He's big.
Just
I guess in our audience, probably most know, but...
Not as big as a horse cock, but big.
Not that
just
big.
the right Vaush, no bucket is required.
Oh, no.
The Vaush situation is more exciting than the Super Bowl. You get both in there.
Get both?
How about this? The Vaush situation gave me stiff person disease.
Oh, my God.
Syndrome, but yeah.
Syndrome. Combining both stories cleverly.
NBR.
A lot of horses in the chat.
All right, so I'm gonna go to the
Horses
bathroom.
in the chat.
All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then when I come back, we'll get into Vaush.
Okay. Copy that. Hey, everyone.
Hi, Dan.
How's it going?
Great.
Yo.
What's going on, Cam?
We climbing later?
You want to go climbing?
I do.
You
I've
want to
been-
climb?
I've been fiending to climb.
So, I was thinking about it because the rest of the gang that we go climbing with was texting and asking, but technically today is the last day that I'm supposed to not do physical act. They said 4 days.
Oh, no, we can't climb.
For the wisdom teeth extraction. I feel fine. I feel like I could, but if I'm listening to my doctor, I'm not supposed to.
Dentist orders, dude. We can't climb today.
We can go climbing this weekend, though.
Let's go climbing tomorrow.
Let's go climbing tomorrow. Let's go
I
climb,
love to
dude.
climb.
Cam and I are climbing. Ian's climbing too, but Ian's he's not here.
You know what you could climb?
What can you climb?
You can climb over the door. 'Cause Zach Lewis live at the Echo Play.
Yo! Fucking got him, dude.
Tickets on sale now.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Nicely done. Let me see if I can find some of these super chats that we could read out. I'm doing the switching today.
You're doing a great job.
Always.
I have to-
Thank you. Thank you.
You got
I
a
know
lot
I'm no,
to juggle right now.
I know I'm no Ian. I'm definitely rusty. You know, I used to switch all the time. People, newer fans might not know that, but I originally switched and then I trained Ian to do it because it's hard to switch and talk on the show at the same time. But then Ian had such a penchant for it that it was like, well, shit, he's good at this. Keep him on the switching. Can we get another crew swap segment now that Love's here? We're kind of doing it right now, in a way.
That's true.
Doing Ian's job. Yeah, Love did not participate in that, did he?
I did not.
It would be fun to force Love. We've been trying to slowly go through all those old segments, crew segments that Love missed out on, and do them. In fact, I think we have a rematch on the compliment battle coming up pretty soon here, which people will remember that Love took the dub in, but there was a lot of controversy around that decision because people felt like he had an unfair advantage being
fucking bullshit,
on
that.
the robot.
Just to play in the theme of today's episode, that's some horse shit.
That's not some
Yeah.
horseshit, brother.
There's some horse shit. There's a little bit horse shit.
I just don't laugh.
Yeah, I mean you
That's
do,
cap,
but
though.
you
You-
are.
Dude,
yeah, that's
you have
cap-
the
that's
most.
cap.
You have the
You
most.
giggle all the
Yeah,
time.
you
dude.
giggle.
Yeah,
You have an
You
iconic
giggly.
giggle.
You
I
have the
find it
most
hard that someone
infectious
could
laugh.
be Ian, to be honest. I feel like Ian.
Ian is the driest of all of us
Yeah.
for sure.
If I don't want to laugh, I don't laugh.
We'll just
It
put
is
that
kind of
to
like
the
a
test.
Swedish superpower to be serious. So
Yeah.
you know.
Not me. I'm the worst. I laugh at funerals.
Oh, I'm the same way. I laugh at everything, dude.
It's so I don't know. Yeah, just like when I know I'm not supposed to laugh, it's fucking tough.
Oh, it might be rough for you.
I'm gonna go out first round, straight up.
You think so?
Ah, dude, I laugh at everything. You can move your finger around and I'll laugh.
Yeah, I'm bad about it too. I'm not good at holding my laugh, so I don't have high hopes. Don't have high hopes for this competition. But anyways, yes. So we'll be doing that this coming week. Actually, we have a lot scheduled
We have
next
a
week
lot,
too.
yeah.
There's potentially a huge red alert sirens in the chat banger episode a week from today, next Friday. But I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Ooh, I don't know what.
But there's something big in the works. What's that?
I don't know what's in the works.
I'll tell you in Discord in just a moment.
The big thing is Zach Lewis left the Echoplex. You know, that's the big news.
That's what's happening. You see that?
Got it.
So a lot of work been put into this one, so it should be fun.
Yep.
So yeah, that's coming up next week, and then next Wednesday, like we said earlier, is Valentine's Day, and I guess we're kicking off this whole Jeff thing. Oh boy!
Unfortunately, Ian and Sam are both not here today.
Ethan, real quick, you were about 5 seconds off with the song.
Oh shit! Should I go back and come out?
Yeah, you want to try again?
It's pretty close.
No, it was definitely very close.
All right, Vaush. So once again, let me set this up. Vaush fans, please know this. We are going into this with the most partial and best intentions to represent
You say partial or impartial?
We are impartial. We are partial to the truth.
Okay, fair.
We're going to show the context of everything so that we can make the best informed decision. Let's get more horses in chat before we start, please, everybody.
Got the horses in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Can we get horses and eggplants in the chat, please? And corn. Let's do a horse, eggplant, corn. Can we get that, please? All right, let me put this away. Sorry about that. All right, Vaush. It's exciting. I was really enjoying all this because it's just so phenomenal. So let's start from the beginning. So Vaush,
yeah, go ahead.
Vaush recently, it was yesterday or the day before, he ended his stream in a panic after he accidentally exposed his corn folder.
Maybe
Here's
do
the clip.
like a one-liner of who is Vaush because
You can see this is sure. I mean, yeah.
we don't normally talk about him. So.
Yep.
I'm looking.
Yes, sir.
I guess we got the button.
Yeah, it's censored. It's censored.
I did it myself. Yeah.
And by the way, well, in the actual picture, is there even anything that is like mega vulgar?
I think so. Yes.
There's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's enough there that it's
Cock.
a problem.
Cock. So here is a clip of the end of his stream the other day.
YouTube chat is filtering all of the
Horse corn?
corn eggplant emoji combo.
What?
It's like getting auto hidden in the chat. I can see
What
it.
are they running defense for Vaush? What's the deal here?
Maybe it's just too spammy with emojis. So that
It's a secret language that we're finding out.
mods,
about.
if we could manually go through and show all of these.
So here's what happened. And again, Vaush fans, if you want to defend him, I'm going to be receptive to everything you're saying. I'm not here with an agenda. I'm just showing something funny that happened. Okay? But I will say this.
What was on the agenda?
This is what socialism does to a motherfucker. No, I'm kidding. We love the socials.
He's just a political commentator, right?
So he's a political commentator. He's a leftist, a socialist, and he is pretty popular in that space. I mean, there's like probably 3 main political lefties, which is like Hassan, Vaush, and Destiny. So he's part of that trinity. He's one of the main guys.
Got it.
Not like mega popular because obviously it's a niche.
Sure.
But he's very popular in that space. I mean, his videos get hundreds of thousands of views, sometimes 1 million. Here it is.
You can see this is an example of the kind of structure that I'm referring to.
What?
Now,
the sound.
Now, is that how the stream ended?
I'm not 100% sure. A lot when people were posting it on Twitter, that's how they labeled it. But
I think if I remember, I think it cut to like a holding card, some sort of static holding card for a moment, and then it ended shortly after that.
So one more time. So this
You
is
can
how
see
it
this
ended.
is an example of the kind of structure that I'm referring to.
What?
That's a face of a man who knows. Now, traditionally, we've caught conservatives' porn stash. It happened to Alex Jones, and
Alex
also
Jones,
happened
famously, yes.
to what's that other shitbag that was friends with Kanye? Fuentes. They were both
Did his
had
porn thing
trans
again?
porn. Yeah, Fuentes was looking at trans.
Oh, there was
porn.
like a trans thing with him too.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
But so I was saying yesterday, the left
Love Hitler.
So on the right they want to, they're chasers, I think they call them. They want to be with trans women.
Right.
On the left, they want to fuck horses. I want to see Hassan's private folder now. We need to fucking get to the bottom of this. But we all have secrets, don't we? So he panics, and it couldn't be funnier, frankly.
You can see this is an example of the kind of structure that I'm referring to.
What?
I didn't get to see his face. It happened so quickly.
Yeah, it does. It happens fast. So here is an enhanced version of the thing. I obviously can't put this on screen, but I'll show it to you. So I'll describe it to you guys. So it's a folder. Oh, is this the super high res one that you found, Love?
Yeah, I think so.
So it says old. Oh yeah, there's a higher res one.
Guys, I just found this leaked photo
Oh
of Hassan.
no, dude. Hassan, explain this shit now.
no.
This is when he realized he was a socialist, right here.
There's no such thing as a coincidence.
Look at him on that horse. Still, he looks comfortable.
The hussy.
Oh no.
No.
This motherfucker rode horses as a kid.
I mean, we talked about it many times.
Pony ass, Pony Express ass looking.
Pony Express. You just revealed that you're afraid of horses, right, Ethan?
I'm not afraid of horses. I just think they're powerful. They should be respected, not fucked around with.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't.
I
say
mean,
was
that's
scared of them.
100% fair and true.
I said they are scary. Like if you don't want to stand behind a horse, you'll die.
I got bit by a horse.
Oh
Did
shit!
you really?
Yeah.
What?
I didn't know they did that.
My dad had a listing on a property. There were a bunch of horses, and this big fucking like Arabian horse just came up and just fucking bit my arm.
Blame it on the Arabian horse.
Hey, anti-Semitic horse. You know?
But every time I'm next to a horse in real life, I'm always struck by how massive and like
Me too.
muscular
Oh,
they
yeah.
are. They're
Yeah.
really
They look pretty
incredible.
Their cocks are, yeah. They
I didn't look at their cock. I'm not.
Muscular.
Listen, I'm a social democrat. We don't look at horse
Yeah,
cocks.
we don't. You don't look at what's under the hood. Funny.
Here's a picture of great communist leaders.
Oh wow, there is a connection here.
Great communist leaders of our time. Kim Jong Un, Putin, Alex Jones is an interesting one, and then Hassan.
Okay, Putin is definitely not a communist leader.
Well, we like to consider him part of the.
Vladimir Putin.
I think this is just a bunch of babes. Like,
Yeah,
black
no,
guys
this
on
is just a bunch of
horses.
hotties.
Okay, well, it's
Yeah.
a child. Calm down.
Well, he grew into a babe.
We didn't get to the lolly stuff yet.
Not
AB.
yet, right?
But it is in there. It's all good. I can't get a hold of myself. All right, focus, Ethan. So here's Ela.
Well, I don't know what I'm looking at.
So it's a bunch of folders. First of all, there's 5 folders.
Yeah.
Dude, Love, there's got to be a clear one. I know I saw a clear one in this.
Well, I sent you. Well, I don't know which one you're looking at. I
The
can
one in
send
this
you
doc
one I
is-
got.
Porn.
Isn't mega.
Here's the full one.
Okay, here, Ela.
Porn.
This is much better. Thank you. So there's old. There's a folder that says old. This document is called To Be Sorted. There's 5 folders in it. Old, taxes,
The taxes.
XXX gifts, XXX pics, and XXX vids.
Wow.
Tassion.
So organized.
And now you get to the kind of unsorted, downloaded images that are populating. there.
Miscellaneous.
And yet to be sorted.
Now, the first thing I'm noticing is a King Garu from the new Legend of Zelda, and it appears to be, I can't be sure, but it appears to be King Garu porn. And Dan pointed out, King Garu is horse-like.
He has equine-like features.
Yeah.
Go off, King. I don't know if he's supposed to be like a horseman, but when we were trying to figure out if that's what it was, and I pulled up a picture, I was struck by how horse-like his face is. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, you know what I mean? So, like, I don't know, just trying to fuck I mean, he was powerful.
King
He-
Raru?
King Raru. He
Is
was
it Raru?
He had a lot of power and he was charming.
King
But physically,
Raru.
he's not my type.
Here, let's pull him up, and y'all tell me if I'm off base with the horse comparison here.
We'll get to that. Yeah, I know. We'll get to that.
I guess he's more like a deer.
It's like
Can you pull it up? I can't see.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
That's King Raru.
What do we think?
That's the one Vaush wants to fuck.
Oh, it's definitely horse-like.
Yeah.
You think it's horse-like?
I mean,
Maybe.
Deer-like, maybe?
Goat.
Yeah, maybe it's more
Sheep-like.
like a deer.
Yeah.
goat or
Definitely not
something.
human.
Right.
Yeah.
Goaty. Yeah.
It's
Human
goaty.
enough.
Yeah, it's a little goaty. You're right.
He's goaded.
Maybe he is goaded.
So there's that. And then we move to the other parts. And Love, you kind of know the specifics about what's in here. Not to saying anything, but you did. You are boots on the ground. You put
Yesterday when we were talking about it on the live stream, I found a Twitter thread saying that one of the animes depicted in these thumbnails are apparently the main character in that anime is 16. which
So
is
it's
quite deeming.
So it's
That's
a
my
sex.
understanding.
It is a sex series from based on what I saw.
No, so there's an anime of it, and I guess this is a sexual version of
Okay,
that
so
anime.
in the anime, she is specifically 16 years old.
And then
16
He
is
has
the age
porn
of
of
and then
consent.
he has a
this
porn
character.
of that character.
Yeah. And there's a photo I saw that was like, there's the one I saw on that you showed me, AB.
Yeah.
That Hila's got to see that.
When you go below
I'll send you
16,
it.
like 15 and stuff like that.
But
that
here,
go-
it gets kind of hard to see because it's so small. But here, I mean, it just looks like hentai. Here's some big ass horse cocks. Here's a girl treating a horse cock. Here's a horse cock silhouette with a big horse cock. Here's more Lord Raru furry stuff. You see the horse here? And then this is a horse dick.
Got it.
Yeah. And then this is this stuff is super graphic
You're a
actually.
lion, dog, face, pony soldier.
It gets a little hazy here.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Can you fill in the blanks? What am I looking at like on the bottom
I don't
row?
know.
The
nothing about
bottom
this.
row.
Okay,
I
look
don't
at
know
this
nothing
one.
about
Hila.
nobody.
This is the cartoon character that's 16.
Let me double. I don't want to say for sure, but I believe so.
Do you see this?
Yeah.
This. What do you think of that?
16 is the
Disturbing.
age of
That's
consent.
vile.
I don't like it.
It looks
Oh,
like a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah.
It's really. And then here's another one. This one was on there too, of the same character. So, those are the images that we saw. There's also shout out. He has his taxes there, which I think is interesting and clever. It ensures he does not forget
He gets audited.
to pay his taxes. He'll never lose it there.
He gets audited and he signs this file.
You know, like he's like, I'm not gonna lose this shit. It's going in my porn stash.
Yeah. To be fair, this is stuff he had to like take care of legally, like, possibly.
Oh, it's a VTuber.
Yeah, so-
not Suru Matsuri. Maybe some people know who that is. I don't know, but here I'll show you the picture of her. She is like clearly a child.
Age 16, it says here.
But that's like a young 16 too, I feel like.
Oh.
So he has some very graphic.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's just
This
no.
is, I didn't realize what you were pulling up.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is just
this is okay to show.
the page about the character's virtual. She's a VTuber, I guess, or I don't know what all that means, but it's a virtual
Gotcha.
yeah
Gotcha.
personality. Matsuri is an energetic, expressive, and somewhat chaotic cheerleader girl who is bubbly as a festival. I've read enough.
The way a lot of fucking weirdos get away with kind of stuff like this is they say in the lore, this character is like 1 billion years old. and
Oh,
just like
yeah,
a fairy
that's
or
the
whatever.
lolly shit.
Yeah, but then
bullshit.
like it looks like a fucking infant or
Yes.
some shit.
So wait, in this though, she's not. She's
In this
16.
case, it's even worse because it's like confirmed she's 16 and
They
she
don't even
looks,
pretend,
She
yeah.
looks 9.
Yeah.
And in the picture from the horse files, she looks even younger, honestly.
Dude, that one's really fucked up. There's one of her, correct me if I'm wrong, filleting a horse.
I can't, okay, because it's blurred, the clearer version, but she's doing that to someone. I can't tell if it's a hairy man or a horse.
Okay. I mean, bro, that's enough. That to me is enough. I've seen enough.
Hmm.
No one was harmed in the production of this.
Mm-hmm.
I was, and seeing it. I don't know if that counts. But let's move on because that's not. This is. It only gets better from here.
Really?
I haven't watched. Wait, what? Yeah. I'm only looking at what was in his folder. That's it. I have not. Yeah. Anyway, so this led people to compiling questionable clips from Vaush's past. Apparently, he has a colorful history of saying really bizarre, creepy, weird shit.
It's rewind time.
Now, this is the one that people say is always taken out of context. So let's do our best here to give its full due. So here
should consume.
Now, here's a compilation. Okay, so if there's anything out of context here, let me know. was made by the YouTube Police Department. That's I've never heard of them.
ACAB,
I don't know. I think it's a
YouTube
Twitter
police.
account. Of course you're
ACAB means YouTube police too, okay?
Wow, Cav, really? You gonna call ACAB on them? That says a lot, 14-year-old Natalie Portman. So here's some of the greatest hits. Let's listen.
Assuming child porn be legal, I think that would be, yes, more legal and more ethically consistent. Yes, 100%. Listen very carefully to the exact language that I use. I have yet to hear a convincing moral or legal argument as to why possession of child pornography should be illegal. The argument that I was making, and I've made this argument a bunch of times, and I've addressed this poorly made argument a bunch of times here. Why is the possession of child pornography immoral? People are inconsistent in their moral outrage at commodities which hurt people when they're produced. So people will laugh off cocoa butter or chocolate or or cobalt or other products that we tend to get through a really, really unethical system, but then they're really, really quick to deny.
Well, we do have a special place in our heart for child rapists.
He's
I think,
seriously
in
trying to
general.
make a
He says you eat
legitimate.
chocolate. You eat
What?
chocolate, but you don't. But you dare to care about child pornography and you eat chocolate. You're gonna sit there and eat chocolate.
That's an insane take.
It is utterly, absolutely bananas. And frankly, to put even if you have some like rational connection you've made in your mind, it's not worth putting your neck out for that one, brother. Like, let's keep that one locked up in the chamber. We don't need to give pedos any green lights.
Insane.
I'm so confused by people in chat. We have had so many people in chat like, you don't know the full context.
We'll watch it.
Oh, don't worry. We have the longer
it all.
clips.
Yeah, I know. But the funny part is that, sure, it's slightly different, but it's still so
Well,
bad.
it's funny because like in this part
Okay, we can
particularly,
probably round up some people today, if you know what I'm saying.
right.
Well, honeypot.
Here's
honeypot in our own chat.
It's funny because people go, "Oh, he's taken out of context," but listen what he says.
Consistent. Yes, 100%. Listen very carefully to the exact language that I use.
Listen very carefully as I express myself articulately and clearly as I possibly can.
I've yet to hear a convincing moral or legal argument as to why possession of child pornography should be illegal. The
But
argument.
wait, how? What does he mean by that? Like,
So
first of all,
it's insanely
the
wrong.
making of it
Is a
or
crime.
A
horrific crime, one of the worst, probably one of the worst crimes you can commit.
How does somebody get to the point of possessing this content? Must be illegal.
The problem is, I think what he's saying is, if you have it, you're not hurting anyone. But what you are doing is
Supply and demand.
Exactly. You're creating a demand for a product.
He talks about all of this.
Okay, let's watch it. Well, I'll wait then. I'll wait.
No,
If you want to get into it, just go to. We have this full clip, like not in the compilation.
Let me watch the compilation. I'm not going to pause it.
And you should go through.
And then we'll
the
move
actual
on.
ones one
Yeah.
by one, because
Okay.
a lot of what you're asking is
Got it.
talked
Okay.
about.
Okay, good.
That I was making, and I've made this argument a bunch of times, and I've addressed this poorly made argument a bunch of times here. Why is the possession of child pornography immoral? People are inconsistent in their moral outrage at commodities which hurt people when they're produced. So people.
Are you calling child pornography a commodity? Is that traded on Forex? What's the going rate on child pornography on the S&P right now? The fuck?
Will laugh off cocoa butter or chocolate or or cobalt or other products that we tend to get through a really, really unethical.
Those things can be produced ethically.
Mm-hmm.
Child pornography cannot.
And also, I don't think people necessarily know that it is made unethically. I've only learned about that recently when we're talking about chocolate.
Well, your influence on that is extremely limited. Like iPhones, they get cobalt. You don't know where the fuck they're getting their
it's
rare earth minerals from, and you just go and buy a phone. It's like you have a limited control over that.
And it's something that people do try actively to not allow to happen. It's not like people are like, oh yeah, let's have child.
I want cobalt that was made by child slaves.
Yeah.
Which is what consumers of the CP do. But frankly, again, you can do all those things ethically, and hopefully we're walking towards a world in which cobalt and cocoa butter and chocolate and coffee and all that shit is made ethically. However, we will never live in a world where child pornography can be made ethically.
Right.
And the thought of it is absolutely obscene. Like, don't even, you know what I mean? Like, fuck me, dude.
System, but then they're really, really quick to denounce child porn. Now, you'll never be able to find a clip of me saying that I think it's good to have child porn. Should consuming child porn be legal? Yes, 100%.
Please, right now, uncuck your dumb shit, libcuck fucking SJW brains and recognize this empirically correct fact that I am about.
Once again, he sets it up in the clearest terms possible. Clear your ears out, everybody. Sit down and listen to every word, which I mean with my whole body and soul.
Spit. It is possible for an adult and a child to have a sexual relationship and for it to have positive outcomes on the child as well.
That's game. I don't know how he survived that one.
What?
I don't know how he survived that one.
That sentence should not be said no matter what the context.
Is there more context to that one?
Yeah, there's.
It is.
Yeah, that we have that clip as well.
Phenomenal.
I honestly think it's.
Because I'm so.
I can't wait.
I think it's a mistake to be watching these clips because we're giving an opportunity to be like, oh, you're not understanding the full context.
So just
we
go
are
ahead.
going to. We're going to get the full context. Don't say, you can't say that. That's not fair. We're going to watch them all. But we're almost done with the compilation.
Okay.
Vaush gets kicked off of platforms for saying cracker, but not for saying pedophilia can be good for children.
Which is an
Sick
exact
fucking world. Here, I'll ask you. Just follow through
No,
with
I
me 30
don't.
seconds.
I'm not an idealist. I'm not going to talk about hypotheticals that don't have any bearing on material reality. I'm not going to talk about hypothetical situations where adults can molest children and it has a positive outcome. Not something I'm going to talk
You're
about.
the one talking.
Fair
Wait,
enough.
hold on. First of all,
I don't know why you want.
Here's a comment from his Discord, which I'm assuming is real. I don't know. But it says, the way I see it, the age of consent exists out of respect for the numerous power imbalances older people have over younger people. As those imbalances, or at least some of them, are redressed through the advent of socialism, the age of consent should therefore be lowered. I knew it was socialism that was doing this to people.
I don't endorse this.
What does socialism have to do with age of consent? That's crazy.
I don't know.
talk.
He's on some fucking libertarian brain, dude. I don't know what to say.
Dude, whoa.
Talk about this.
So imagine, all right? Imagine aliens come down to Earth.
This is
and they
absolutely
say,
ridiculous, Vaush.
Yeah. Okay. Granted, a lot of those were not the full context. And it's fair to set it up that way because online, a lot of the people that see those only see those.
Mm-hmm.
So today we give you that, and now we give you the full thing.
Okay.
Also, real quick, to give ownership, the person who made that was YouTube Police Department on Twitter.
Thanks, buddy.
Nice. Thank you.
Did you say that?
I had said that.
Okay, you know what?
Wait, are you
No, I swear to
I
God,
thought you were
I
kidding.
swear to God, I just got from the bathroom and I just had this thought. Let's put a monitor in the bathroom.
Bruh.
No, I'm so serious.
That's not a bad idea.
That's a good idea.
No, that hasn't happened to anybody
Well,
else.
hold on.
I like that. I actually went number 2 on the bathroom. I bring my monitor.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I watch
But
the
it's
do that
delayed.
too.
It's
It's
delayed though,
It's
so
delayed.
I'm missing.
So we actually just bought some new monitor speakers and had the thought to put them out there.
You know what? I like the idea.
I like it.
One step ahead.
I'm thinking that if you don't say it, you're gonna get shit. So I'm just trying to cover. Otherwise, I would send it in chat. Even though I did that last time, you still read it out loud. But
We have the XLR run, so all we just got to do is plug it in.
You know what? I think that's a good idea, though.
I mean, yeah,
I
that's
really
all-
like when we do live shows, how they have like speakers
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
So you don't
Yeah.
miss anything.
Yeah.
It's good.
Okay. We'll get on that.
Should we? I guess this is one that Dan introduced me to that I think is good to set the tone. The Tacoma Wept one. Now Dan shared this.
All right. Just a little bit listen. I don't want to get into it too much, but I will say that this was probably the first clip I ever saw of Vaush, and it was the last. It should have been the last clip that I ever saw of Vaush. It pretty much turned me off to ever paying attention to this guy.
So here he is. Somebody
Tell me
says
what you
he
think.
can't get laid, and he gets defensive about that. Why is it so small? I know there's full
I don't
screen.
know. It's a weird Twitter
the hell?
formatting thing.
Jesus
You
Christ.
get the idea.
Wait, is this guy seriously saying that I can't get laid? Incredible. I'll give you 5,000 if you can get poontang before January 1st. Do you have any idea who the fuck you're talking to? When I got off Tinder because of the fucking quarantine, Tacoma wept.
Brother.
Even like ignoring the fact that I have a girlfriend, even if we're just talking like randos, I'm 2 hours away right now from being inside somebody else. This is one. I have two skills, and it's non-monogamy and speaking publicly. Okay, do some fucking research.
Fucking
Do some research.
Anytime anything huge happens, we have to say Tacoma,
Tacoma
wept.
That's definitely. So wait, is Tacoma wept a
my
reference, or is that
God.
where he lives?
No, I
where
think
he
it's yeah.
So he's genuinely
How
like,
have we never watched this?
I've seen it from
Because-
Dan.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tacoma wept is
I do
stuck
feel
in
bad.
my brain forever.
A lot of people in our audience like this guy, and so we've always just kind of purposely steered clear. But I've had that one in the back pocket for years, and it's behind the scenes. I've referenced Tacoma wept.
I'm gonna comment that on your next Instagram post.
I think it's honestly a phenomenal,
Oh my God.
versatile.
It really-
It sounds incredible. It has
It's
a.
amazing.
I mean, he's
Delivery
right
is
though.
so
He
funny.
he clearly has a knack for public speaking.
One of his two best strengths.
So Tacoma wept. You have it, Zach.
I'll pull it after the show.
But also, is this so gross how he goes, I'm 2 hours away from being inside of somebody else?
It's disgusting.
Like with or without permission? What do you mean?
With permission.
Okay. Well, he wasn't clear about it because it made it sound like I'm coming inside
No,
you.
he's hot shit.
Give me 2 hours.
Tacoma wept.
Give me
tears
2
of
hours
joy.
and a bottle of ether.
They whip tears of joy, right?
Forgive me. I still don't get it. The Tacoma wept.
Oh, so he says because when I got off of Tinder,
Like,
the entire city of Tacoma where he lives, people were crying.
Okay.
It was
got
just so
got it.
devastating that he wasn't on Tinder
Got it.
anymore.
Got it.
Tacoma wept.
Got it.
And he's good at two things: public speaking and fucking, baby. And he's all out of words.
And look it up if you don't believe it.
And if I run out of people, and I'm all out of people to fuck,
Where is the next farm?
I want to hear Tacoma wept again. Yeah, I'm 2 hours from the nearest farm. That's what he meant.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
Off Tinder because the fucking.
Even if you're a fan, you got to admit this shit's kind of funny. You got to be giggling if you're a fan of Vaush. But I listen, I won't judge you if you keep watching him, but I will be perpetually shocked that people are watching.
One of our chatters says, I live in Tacoma. I'm sorry for your loss.
Quarantine? Tacoma wept. Any idea who the fuck you're talking to? When I got off Tinder because of the fucking quarantine, Tacoma wept.
That's a lot.
Wow.
So that's just to set the tone.
Tacoma wept.
Should we? So let's get into the main sources here. So this one, Vaush explains the context of the quote. I am yet to hear a convincing moral or legal argument as to why CP should be illegal. So here is the full clip for our consideration.
Real quick, I have the soundbite now.
Go ahead.
To Blizzard Woofy for that one.
Tacoma wept.
It's tragedy. It is tragic. Dude, this whole thing is soundbite, like the fertile valley. We got to pull all kinds from this.
Yeah. Also, when he says like, what was it? Look it up or research it.
Do your research.
Do your research.
on my sexual conquest. All right, here he is describing it. And by the way, I love this game. Dead Cells, great game. So fun.
yeah, shout out.
Yeah.
Tacoma You've yet to hear a
wept.
convincing moral or legal argument as
Oh,
to
wait.
why possession
Yep.
of child pornography should be illegal. Now that one, wow,
Wait 1 second.
that's a
Trying to figure out where Ian has the other box, the other pip.
Tacoma wept.
I know where it is. I just.
Where's the pip, Ian?
Where's the pip? Where's the other pip?
Where's the pip, Ian?
Where's the pip, Ian? Here, I got it. I'll just move it.
Chat said, I'm ignoring when you say something to get you back for never hearing me.
Huh?
Yeah, what?
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh, you're trying to get revenge by doing that?
That's what chat said. Yeah.
It's pretty funny. I mean, keep doing it.
Okay, go ahead.
It was
Proceed.
like 3 or 4 times today. It's really amazing. I mean, it's
New-
funny now. I
new
don't have to.
record.
I don't have to call it out. I just go, "Thanks, dude." Everybody knows. It's fun. We love it. We love it. We love these things. All right, go ahead. Justify. Explain.
a zinger, isn't it? I have yet to hear one convincing argument. Yeah, I saw Hyena. I have yet to hear one convincing argument for why child pornography should be illegal. I know. Woof. Now, what the context that's missing here is that when I was saying that, I was saying in the world we live in right now, I don't think there's a convincing moral or legal argument which is consistent with the morals or legality that we currently have. Now, what does that mean? Well, the argument that I was making, and I've made this argument a bunch of times, and I've addressed this poorly made argument a bunch of times here on this stream, is that, well, let's go through the logic. Why is the possession of child pornography immoral? Because it hurts people to make child pornography, yeah? Because you have to hurt children to make it. That's why it's immoral. It's not magically immoral. It's immoral because of the harm that is caused by it. So, do we not possess other things that
you sound like
hurt
someone who's
people
trying to
in their
rationalize
production?
child abuse. Like that is
Yeah.
an insane. That's actually
It's like, okay, this is wrong.
that is not better.
This is wrong, but there's also other stuff that are wrong.
This is rationalizing. People who do horrible shit, they rationalize it in their minds so they can live with it. This man says, you eat chocolate and you dare to care about child pornography? That's what his point is, right?
I can't stop
I'll keep
looking
playing
at
it.
his shirt that says adult only. Like, why?
It's like his own version of girl math.
Unless it's the hentai I'm downloading.
That's boy math you were asking
Yeah.
earlier.
Oh, yeah, that's the boy math you were talking
Okay,
about.
go ahead, Vaush. Let's follow the logic, as you said.
Say, for example, the innumerable supply chains which hurt other people, the child slavery, what have you. The argument that I was making essentially is that people are inconsistent in their moral outrage at commodities which hurt people when they're produced.
Okay.
So people will laugh off cocoa butter or chocolate or or cobalt or other products that we tend to get through a really, really unethical system, but then they're really, really quick to denounce child porn. Now, you'll never
As
be
you
able to.
should be.
That's not a problem.
As you should be.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
You should be really quick to denounce.
Even if there's some, can you fault them? Because like one is very easy to understand.
One is
why
like
it's fucked up.
the wrong thing is right in front of you.
No
The other
analysis
one-
needed.
The other one, you need to know and you need to do research and
Yeah.
you need to learn that it's behind the scenes. It's being made wrongly.
Yeah, it's not easy to piece all that together.
Mm-hmm.
So does it surprise you that people care about CP more than they care about cobalt farming? I mean, it shouldn't. Absolutely shouldn't. We all have children. I don't have a cobalt mine in my backyard. I don't know what the fuck that's like. Just being real. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't like
also
that.
think your point that you already made earlier about you could figure out a way to make those things ethically. You cannot figure out
It's not the same.
a way to make
Child
CP
pornography is not a
ethically.
commodity.
Mhm.
It's not. It's something else. This isn't wheat and fucking cobalt and shit that's shipped on boats and traded internationally. This is something else. Putting it in the same bracket as that is truly just a rationalization. I mean, in the worst possible way. It's actually really fucked up.
To find a clip of me saying that I think it's good to have child porn or that it's okay to hurt children or anything like that, because those were never the arguments that I was making. It was only an indication, oh my God, it's just like every other clip of you, quote unquote, defending CP. Yep, it's just like the other 47 times this has happened. Now,
that doesn't seem like an exaggeration.
Well, why are you defending it 47 times?
I think he's kidding. He's kidding. Or is he not kidding?
Well, we already seen in the highlight
that is
clip
kind of
there's-
true because there are a lot
Yeah.
of clips. So
Just from what we've seen in the highlight clip.
Holy shit. I'm sorry. 20 minutes from Tacoma, there's this famous case of a guy died from injuries sustained while attempting to have sex with a horse.
So
Tacoma wept.
We lost a good one that day. Tinder wept. What was he trying to? Which was he on top or on bottom?
Sustained while
Do
attempting
you think it says that?
engaging in receptive
Oh, it does
anal
say it.
intercourse
People
with
do
a
that.
horse.
Yeah, dude, he was getting railed by a horse. And
Oh my God. Oh
I guess
my
there was multiple
God.
guys, and it was labeled by the internet 2 guys, 1 horse.
Do you think he knew that?
Vaush might have been there.
Oh my
man.
God.
That's why Tacoma wept, because he died.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the Mr. Hands
Yeah, Zach,
case.
that's what you were saying.
That's the Mr.
Yeah,
Hands
okay,
case.
because you were saying Mr. Hands. I'm like, who the hell's that? You're right.
Mr. Hands?
Zach brought up to me, he's like, it's like Mr. Hands. And I was like, I don't know what that is, but that's the case. They went under the alias Mr. Hands.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know.
The horse fucker.
Okay, Brad, in the chat here. He
So
just wrote, "I'm hot."
Tacoma
Oh,
West.
It's like Brad.
I want to fuck me right now. That means put on the AC, please. Thank you, legend.
So that was a bit nasty.
We love you. We need Phidias back on the show.
Yeah.
Everybody misses him. Like he won everybody over.
Wow.
It was really actually phenomenal.
Dude, he's in like the European Parliament or some shit right now. I've been following his
Oh
story.
yeah, what is he doing?
Yeah, he took a flight to somewhere and he's hanging out with politicians from what I've seen on his story.
Oh yeah,
or
he
some
said he was
shit.
running for president or something
Yeah,
in
it's
Cyprus
awesome.
because he's the most famous Siberian. We got,
that.
dude. Can we set up a call with
You
him?
want another one?
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Everybody wants to hear from
Still don't know
Phidias.
how old he is. You know.
Right.
It's interesting.
Okay, so
I want to
Mr.
fuck
Hands
this
is like
bitch.
a case that people know about.
Yeah, a lot of people in chat seem to be familiar.
Why they call him Mr. Hands?
That was his
Yeah.
name online. That
Okay.
Was he like a known horse fucker?
Yeah, he like recorded a bunch of films, I believe.
Oh boy.
They were released after he died, maybe.
Oh, like that's awesome. It was like Tupac albums.
Yeah, like Life After Death. Oh no, that's Biggie.
He died for what he loves. All right, Vaush, go ahead. But so here's what I'm getting from this. His original statement, I have yet to hear a moral or legal argument for why possession of CP should be illegal. Let's isolate that and compare it to what he said was his explanation for saying that. And it doesn't really make sense. The comment he's saying, his explanation for justifying that comment doesn't really line up to me. If you're trying to say that people are morally inconsistent with things like cobalt and chocolate and coffee, you would say that. You wouldn't say, you could say that a billion other ways that would be way more effective. And as he said himself, he has two skills. One is, being a public speaker, and the other one is non-monogamy. And horses involved in that, apparently. His partners could be a man, a woman, or in his case,
centaur, like
an
creature,
animal.
somewhere in between.
But my point is, this guy's smart and he's a good communicator. So, like him saying, does that even speak to what he said? If he says, I haven't heard a convincing moral or legal argument for why CP should be illegal, does that in any way actually address what he said he's saying?
Well, okay, so the argument is that, under capitalism, we have all of these commodities and supply chains that are part of our everyday life, and the acquisition of those things, it involves oftentimes things that we consider immoral, either
What's your argument?
slave labor or just massively underpaid labor, or excuse me, Dennis. And he's saying that if you are okay, this is his point, if you're okay with that, then you don't really you're a hypocrite if you're not okay with the CP stuff.
And if you were trying to convey that, would you say, I have never heard anyone give me a convincing argument why CP should be illegal or is even immoral?
Right. Well, I think
work that in
what
somehow.
you said is the big gaping hole, in my opinion, of what he.
And I'm not talking about
and I'm
Mr.
not talking about
Hands.
his asshole after the horse. Yeah.
4 for 4. 4 for 4.
Thanks, bro.
I think
Glad
the
someone's
big gaping
keeping
hole
count.
is that one, like cobalt, chocolate, like they're. Listen, I agree that there are terrible practices involved in the acquisition of a lot of these things, but at the end of the day, those are all commodities that have some utility to society. And you can still quibble about is us having chocolate as privileged Westerners, is that, make it okay that we use slave labor? And, you can denounce that. There is no situation where the child pornography is okay. There is that doesn't exist.
Right.
And so the comparison doesn't work. It doesn't
work.
It's not a
I
good
frankly,
comparison.
hearing him explain the quote context makes me frankly, I don't believe him
Mhm.
because it doesn't make sense.
Right.
Those two statements are not logically connected.
Because it's more, they're victims more than commodities. I know what he's trying to get across. I mean, it doesn't make no fucking sense, but
I don't believe him.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
believe that that's what he meant even.
The argument is just like so flimsy because he then has to say that not the act of making the child porn is immoral, but like you have to at a certain point say that simply child porn, if there isn't a victim, is moral. Like
That's he does
that's-
come close to saying that when he said previously, which I guess there's more context to, that children and adults can have meaningful, healthy sexual relationships.
And it can be positive
for the child.
So I believe the next clip that we have
Is that another justification for CP? I mean,
it just
pretty much.
By the way, let me just defend myself. Everyone says, "Oh, Ethan, I saw you sniff your finger."
Oh boy.
There was a little thing here. I didn't know if it was a piece of cake or a piece of cardboard. So I touched it and I smelled my fingers to see. It's cardboard, by the way.
Oh, I'll defend you. I've done things like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that helped.
So that's that. Let me keep seeing if there's anything else here.
Are we gonna watch more context for that statement? Because that
Apparently,
one
yes.
is wild.
Apparently, yes.
Okay, I'm curious.
Yeah.
Tacoma wept.
The point that I'm making here is that I think that all of these things are immoral.
See, I don't think that that's what you were saying.
I mean, you can disagree.
Show me the original clip.
I think the issue is still in his explanation. I don't think the explanation. You're saying you just don't believe him.
I don't believe him because what he's saying doesn't make sense. What he said
I mean, I don't know.
does
Yeah.
not connect to what he's. Let's see the original clip. I don't want to see him trying to
explain it away.
Yeah, here he is trying to
I find
rationalize
that.
it. Let's see the original clip. I want to see that, and then I'll have a better idea of what he was actually saying at the moment.
Right.
And again, this is a man who touts one of his 2 skills in life as being a public speaker.
These things should be illegal. And the reason why this cancellation attempt comes up every couple of months is because, and by the way, this never comes up in person when people talk to me.
Well, okay.
Okay.
I guess it's fair. I guess it doesn't matter.
Everyone's a coward.
I dare you to call me a pedophile to my face.
It's because the people who make these accusations about me know they would get blown the fuck out. Oh, drama alerts in chat. Oh,
what does that mean? That you would fight them?
Drama alert in chat.
Is that what he meant? That I will
I think
fight you?
he's a debater. He wants to debate you.
He's going to want to
Or not
debate
you
me on this.
specifically. I mean,
He's going to want to debate me on this.
Are you
I'll take
interested?
that. I'll do it. He's apparently the great debater. He fancies himself as. So what happens when Chris Hansen meets the? I'm kidding. I'm not Chris Hansen. But what happens when the hay meets the horse?
So no cookies for you?
Let's get to the bottom of it, Bucko.
What was on the agenda tonight?
Keem, do you want to come on? We can talk
What
about
is
it.
Keem
Team
Star
stars
doing
in here.
there?
Oh shit, godly.
Yikes.
That's a time. That's my time to exit. So okay, that's his. Now I don't know. I mean, does people think that that explanation is convincing?
I mean, his supporters think so. Yeah.
It's
I didn't find it particularly compelling.
my
personally.
problem is that there's no logic there. Like
Doesn't connect.
it doesn't connect, and he seems like a smart guy. So why would that one
People
be
want me to debate him.
so weird?
Do you think he's going to debate me on whether or not he's?
Whether or not
He would. I'm
he
sure.
would.
Yeah,
I guess he has nothing to lose, but
That's pretty much what he does in one of these clips. Well,
that's kind of
Right.
insane.
Yeah. There's one coming up where he is doing exactly that. So.
Okay, Vaush, if you want to debate,
Well, he hasn't said that. We're just.
he's going to want to. I know it.
He's the biggest debate lord online.
Yeah,
I'm
because
sure
in his opinion, that's the only way he can fix this. Yeah, I don't know that. I kind of am with the other guy. He's like, I don't want to argue if CP is bad. I don't want to even engage in that conversation necessarily.
Right.
You know, I don't. You know, Kobold and fucking coffee and all that shit.
It's just a very weird argument to make.
Like, even if what you're saying is true, which it's not, I don't want to have the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's going to be pedophiles that are like, yeah, that explains why. Everybody else is a hypocrite. Dudes are going to go home and fuck a kid and be like, Everyone's a hypocrite. How dare they judge me?
Yeah.
That's the world you want to live in.
Go eat your chocolate.
Everyone has their vice. I fuck kids. You eat chocolate. I don't see the big difference. I mean, dude, you're gonna get. Dude, there's no shot.
What's your argument?
There's no fucking shot, bro. What's your argument? That would be a hell of a debate. I mean, I don't even know how to even get into that. Let's see if he wants to. I don't think about it. The topic for today is Vaush in support of pedophilia and zoophilia. The debaters, Ethan Klein and Vaush, the horse, Jackson. I don't know what his last name is. And welcome everybody to today's episode of When the Hay Meets the Horse.
Tacoma wept.
Tacoma wept, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
Wept.
Oh, man. All right, so let's move on then. I guess guys, monitor the chat. If there's fans of him that are saying I am missing something, please let me know. Here's the next one. Context of this is the one you said, Hila. Is it possible for a child to have sexual relationship and it be positive? Here's his explanation for that one.
Okay, look, this is super duper simple, okay?
No, it's not.
Utilitarianism, act utilitarianism, is about considering the consequences of a specific action, okay?
Bro, why did you have to mix Zelda into all this shit, man?
How are we talking about utilitarianism?
He's really coming after Ocarina of Time with this conversation. That means so much to so many of us.
Majora's Mask.
Oh, that's Majora's Mask? My bad. Fuck.
Okay.
I actually started playing that recently.
Oh, I love it.
Me and Teddy were playing it for a bit, but we lost.
Oh, that's cute.
It's kind of scary. It's intense.
Yeah, it's a weird one. It's all about
It's hard, too.
Yeah, it's a dark one.
Super hard.
We have an interesting update. Vaush addresses the folder just recently, 30 minutes ago. After we get through this, I'll send it.
Okay. We'll circle back.
Breaking update. Big news.
The ad placement in AB's shop. Oh, don't move it.
Oh.
It looks so
No,
funny.
I hide this on purpose.
All right, go ahead, Vaush.
It is possible. Please right now, uncuck your dumb shit, libcuck, fucking SJW brains,
Okay, I'm doing
and
that.
recognize this empirically correct fact that I am about to spit. It is possible for an adult and a child to have a sexual relationship, and for it to have positive outcomes on the child as well. That is possible.
No.
Yeah, you know what my physicist says is possible? I could fall through the ground because our atoms are lined up in the same wavelength somehow. I mean, who gives a fuck?
No.
Yeah,
I only have one word. No.
Do you what are you saying, that like teenagers had sex with adults in like ancient Greek and that was fine, or something? Like, what is your point? That in some magical world, like what's the point of this argument?
This one is crazy. My blood is starting to boil.
Why are you saying this?
Blood boiling.
What point are you trying to make? All right, go ahead, Vaush.
However, categorically,
No, don't. However, it's not.
discourage those relationships because, as a rule, it is
He's sweating, bro. He knows he fucked up. He knows, dude. His career is flashing before his eyes. He said too much.
substantially more likely that enabling them would cause harm in society.
Raw.
That's the difference between
Vaush raw.
Wait, let me.
What
go,
is he saying?
Yeah, let me go
Raw?
back. Let me hear this. He looks scared.
The raw.
He looks like Chris Hansen about to come in that door.
and for it to have positive outcomes on the child. As
Dude, his shirt. Why does he always got to have the wildest shirt? Raw, yeah, raw, baby.
Why don't you take a seat right over there?
Yeah, the shirts really don't help his whole arguments so far.
The raw.
The other one with the adult only.
That is possible. However, categorically, we discourage those relationships because, as a rule, it is substantially more likely that enabling them would cause harm in society.
Okay, so why?
No.
What is the point of like
No.
sussing this out
No.
exactly?
No.
You're saying in no cases is this possible.
I'm saying this is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. It's upsetting.
Yeah, they're
really upsetting.
But there's just no point to
It's
have
really
this
upsetting.
conversation.
Why have this conversation? What is he saying? That maybe there's one case where it didn't traumatize the kid? Show me that one case first of all. But so what? So maybe there's one. So then we're all hypocrites because.
Well, he's saying
What?
On the whole, it's more likely to negatively affect kids.
Right.
And therefore, as a whole, we view it as a bad thing. Even though sometimes, in some cases, it's a good thing.
No.
Yeah.
I say no.
Yeah.
And also show me who are you talking about? What is this?
You got some data on that?
And why?
I mean, I guess anything's possible.
Why is this a conversation you want to have?
I don't. That's my question
That's
about the
like-
first and the clip too.
Yes, like the first question
Why
should
bring
be
this
like,
up?
okay, shut up. Why?
This isn't like a pertinent philosophical question that needs to be thought through. This is like disgusting perversion, dude. This is like a man. What I see is someone rationalizing the consumption of child pornography. Frankly, that's what I'm seeing. And so maybe it feels pertinent to you. And again, I don't know what kind of pornography you're. Well, I do actually, based on, but not all of it. I don't know what else is in that folder. If you scroll down. But this is a guy who seems eager to rationalize the consumption of CP on both accounts. We have a Vaush fan in chat. All right, what am I missing? Vaush said that CP is just as bad as child slavery. And if you're okay with slavery bit, you have to be okay with CP, which is objectively
no,
true.
that's ridiculous.
We all understood that was the point he was making. That's
That
a
is
bad
still
point.
a ridiculous point. First of all, nobody said they're okay with slavery. Second of all, we said that that one can be more complicated, first of all, to know that it's happening, but also there are things to do about avoiding it. And I think companies are constantly working on that.
And the point is
the
that
other one is just bad in all cases.
Exactly.
It's
You
always
can
bad.
make coffee ethically.
Yeah.
It's not inherent to it.
If you're going and buying an iPhone and there's some unethical cobalt in it, nobody's gonna fucking know that. But
How
if
am
you're
I
sitting
supposed to
down to
know?
watch CP, guess what? I got no questions.
Right.
There's no
Right.
questions left.
Right.
Right.
There's none. It's a weird point. I don't care how much y'all love him. It's a weird ass point to make. Whether he's right or wrong, it's fucking weird. Oh, he tweeted me. Yo, H3 wants to talk. That's totally cool, but you'll have to wait a sec because I'm getting a haircut right now. You're getting your mane trimmed. Bro.
You want me to?
Not today.
Not right now.
We're,
Yeah,
we're
it's too
almost
late.
out of
It's
time.
too late. Let's chew on
We're
this
at
a
3
bit.
hours.
Okay.
Let's chew
I
on
don't know
this
if we're
like
gonna
some
get to
fresh
James and
hay or
Taylor.
carrots or something. Peanut butter. Mull it over.
Apple slices.
Apple slices, I hear horses love.
I hear that too.
You know, like Colin Costco, I appreciate it because, but at the same time, it's weird. There's no need for this conversation to take place.
Not only
don't need
there's
it.
no need, it actually is most likely probably harmful.
Always.
So why are you even having this conversation?
That's my point. What are you trying to do right now?
What kind of audience are you looking to get?
Yeah.
What type of people?
People from Tacoma.
Oh God, let's
No,
stay away from Tacoma,
Or
folks.
Tacoma.
Yeah, no, it's in Washington. No, disrespect to the Tacomans.
Yeah, no disrespect.
What's the population there?
Let me find out. Someone had a suggestion that maybe Tacoma is the name of a horse.
Okay.
That's fucked up.
Tacoma wept.
Come on.
It's 220,000.
That's not a lot, so we can write them all off.
Yeah,
I think.
fuck 'em.
We can write them all off. Tacoma, you're done.
Yeah.
Tacoma Sorry.
wept.
All right, go on, Vaush. Explain in your sweaty, stressed out state. Because you know you fucked up. raw dog it.
That's the difference between act and rule utilitarianism. An act utilitarian would say, oh, this is an instance where it was good for the adult and the minor to have sex. That would make it a good action. But the rule utilitarian,
How do you
which
measure
is
that,
what,
bro? Who's setting up to measure that?
Yeah, I'm really curious.
You know, dude, and it's not just once. You've done this several times. Like a point he keeps coming back to.
would say, even though that individual
Look how
outcome was
stressed he
good,
is.
the act was still bad because, in general, in a broader application, for adults and children to have sex with one another leads to.
He's like if Plato met Jimmy Savile.
Well, or just Plato met Plato.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true. What if you? Yeah, there you go. You know, no, we're not thinking about this enough.
I was thinking because I have no idea if he's a philosophy major or whatever, but you know, there's a bit of a reputation with these types.
Philosophers?
Yeah.
That
Really?
There's a whole thing about philosophers fucking kids. Well, like Antiquita. Even
More modern
today?
times. More modern times too.
I didn't know.
I didn't know about that.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a trope almost of like the philosophy professor at a school sleeping with the students. Like that's kind of like
I didn't know that.
that's kind of like a
didn't
story
know
trope.
about that
I can't speak
either.
to how common that actually is in real life, but that's definitely a thing.
Vaush is daring to put forward this very bold and cunning and objectively true statement. If you think CP is bad, you just haven't thought about it enough. And I will continue to think about it as much and more than everybody, and to talk about it more than everybody.
Horribly destructive outcomes. For that reason, it is an unethical act. So on the off chance it might help someone, we just allow everyone to engage in a generally destructive practice. Except that's the literal exact opposite of what I am saying.
How
Do
is
you have
it the
fucking
opposite of what you're
brainworms?
saying?
By Fairy 79, I literally made the opposite of that point. I literally just explained the opposite of what you just said. That no, just because on the off chance it might help someone, we shouldn't categorically support one action because I am a rule utilitarian.
But what is the one?
Why do you
where it
guys
helps
keep doing
somebody?
this?
Because what do you keep doing
Why-
this?
yes. Why is your argument so dumb?
Just don't argue.
Um,
Just don't touch this stuff, man.
This is not a case where there could be one that was good. No.
Yeah,
So
many.
What's your argument?
Some people's brains just turn off. Hyena, you did this too, but there might.
What's with people? They just get emotional when I talk about child porn. Can you all just chill out?
My man
Nerds,
sounds
my
like he's
point
trying to
was
fuck Link.
What?
It's just weird. I feel like talking about this while there's playing a kid character in the game. I don't know. It's a little weird
Oh
to me.
no, true.
I rule wept.
Put that controller down, man. True. Stop controlling that child.
It's actually fuck. I was gonna out nerd you, but I can't remember the name of the world from Majora's Mask.
Whoa,
Terminus?
Termina. Yeah.
Okay.
exactly.
I was close.
Growing up with Mega Man.
Yeah, I grew up with Mega Man, not
Perfectly
Zelda.
cogent from the beginning. Perfectly understandable from the word go. How do you think minor should be defined? I don't know. Age of consent memes are really fucking complicated.
Shouldn't be.
Like, bro, it's not a good 1-2
Age
combo
of consent
there.
memes?
It's not a good 1-2 combo.
It's
Did you say
complicated.
memes or did I miss?
Pow! Hit him with the
type of
CP
bass
is
in ass?
good in some cases. Pow! Hit him with the age of consent law is complicated. It's that 1-2 punch. He's got a killer jab.
As I like to quote my good friend Love, what is bro yapping about, dude?
What is bro yapping about?
True.
For real?
True.
I keep thinking this could conceivably be all right in fringe cases, just feel like a useless argument. Yes, I agree, because I'm a rule utilitarian.
All right, bro, whatever. I'm a rule utilitarian too. And when I hear people, here's my rule. Not all the times people are defending CP are they creeps, but it's enough times that they're doing it that they're creeps. But on the whole, it's a bad thing to do.
Interesting.
That's an interesting rule.
The same logic, bro. That's why I will not be. You are a creep, and that's just utilitarian logic or whatever you
It's
said.
interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. And then so there's another one.
And can we just say too, before we continue, that like to just cut off some criticisms or whatever is like, even if you're comfortable, debating these uncomfortable topics in terms of philosophy or whatever, is there is there a reason that this is like the go-to argument? You know what I mean? Like, there's so many of these clips, and it's like, was there not a better way to make these philosophical points?
He's thought
than
about
comparing
it.
things to child pornography all the time.
Well, there's not a lot of good ones to begin with, so.
No, like that's it.
Well, I mean, what else are you gonna say about it that's good about it? If it, you know, if it's good for the economy.
No, I just even mean like in the sense of like he's making this utilitarian argument of, you know, is there not a less extreme example? And I guess this is just the one time, but it's the coming up in lots of clips thing that
grows the economy.
Yeah.
It becomes a pattern.
That's what I'm saying, man. It grows the economy. You know how much those shipping containers cost, man? When you do human trafficking in those, there's a lot of business and industry there, dude.
Hurts nobody.
Right. Here's one more. Another clip of Vaush. No, wait, hold on. Here he is defending again another pedo quote.
Agree. I don't think there's any situation where an adult can have a sexual relationship with a child, and it has a positive outcome. So we do.
If you had
disagree on that.
actually seen the full bit that was clipped
I saw
from,
the full.
So no, Vaush. We just watched it.
You gave that as a scenario. That was one of the scenarios.
Wasn't it? He literally said there are no. Actually, well, okay. What he said is it's possible.
Yeah.
But I mean, are we gonna split hairs on that? If it's possible, then you're saying no. You're saying it can happen. It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible an adult and a child can have a good, healthy sexual relationship. That's what you said.
then you would agree. You saw the full bit, not just the Twitter bit.
I saw it all.
But the full thing.
Yeah,
in
your
which I was
logical
constructing a
foundation
rule
was that there
utility.
can be some situations where an adult and a child can have a positive outcomes. You didn't say. Anyway, it's totally immaterial to what we're talking.
Just no, it's important. So in a
No. I want to talk about this.
Well, this is my favorite topic, so let's.
Yeah.
As one of the great orators of our time, I've fully prepared myself to discuss the topic, and he always buries himself. Imagine that. If you're trying to brush up on your debating chops, someone takes the opposing side, someone takes the supporting side. If you're trying to test your chops, I guess supporting child pornography is probably like S tier difficulty in terms of the debate platform. So maybe that's what he's doing. He's just trying to sharpen his tools.
consequentialist sense, you can easily construct a situation where essentially anything is fine. I'll ask you, just follow through
No,
with
I
you 30
don't.
seconds.
I'm
before we're
not an
done.
idealist. I'm not going to talk about hypotheticals that don't have any bearing on material reality.
That is, wait, hold on.
He's like, listen, I don't want to sit here while you describe a hypothetical situation where a child enjoyed having sex with an adult. Let's not have that conversation. And he's like, no.
This is important.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to talk about hypotheticals with you, Vaush.
First
And
of
I'm
all,
not going to talk about hypothetical situations where adults can molest children and it has a positive outcome. Not something I'm going to talk
You're
about.
the one talk. Wait, hold on.
Zach, you're doing it today, bud.
No, you're doing it.
You're doing it, brother.
You're doing it.
You're doing it.
You, man.
You are doing it today, my friend.
No, you, man.
Shit.
Wait, hold on. First of all,
I don't know
Marx was
why
a
you want to talk
philosopher.
about this.
It's not
weird that you want to talk
idealism.
about this.
Wait, no, hold on. Wait, you can't move away from this. Okay, hold on. I'm not.
You can't move away from this. That's what the kids says, but apparently. No, you'll like it, I promise. See, that's fucked up to even joke about. I wouldn't joke
No.
about that. Should I button it? No. Should I button
Maybe
it?
next time.
No.
You're criticizing.
Yeah.
You're fine.
No.
I'm not moving.
Like
I can't move away from a discussion
Wait, hold
about
on.
hypothetical
Wait,
situations.
you have to stop talking for 1 second, okay? Hold on. So imagine, all right? Imagine aliens.
This motherfucker says it's possible, and then he started with imagine aliens.
Imagine time is completely liquidated and age means nothing.
Right.
Okay.
So here's the thing. Imagine that time is the fourth dimension, and if you're living in the fourth dimension, you view everybody in every moment of their life. So if you're having sex with an 8-year-old, you're really having sex with a 30-year-old, 40-year-old,
Right.
50-year-old. When you're having sex with a 50-year-old, you're having sex with an 8-year-old at the same time.
Yeah.
It's just we don't see all the dimensions at once.
Imagine the movie E.T. You know how his finger could heal stuff? Imagine Elliot has ass cancer.
Oh!
I'm trying to think of a situation.
Imagine. Okay. Wait, you got me, buddy. Maybe that's where he's going.
Maybe, yeah.
He said alien. Let's see. I don't know where the fuck he's going with this.
Come down to earth.
This is
and they
absolutely
say,
ridiculous, Vaush.
You've blasted
Imagine
6 seconds.
aliens.
So
This
far,
is as
okay?
hypothetical idealism as you can get. You're totally.
Yeah,
you're
you're in outer space. You're actually literally in outer space. Imagine a benevolent predator pedophile from space lands on Earth.
like off.
You're like a
left planet
honeymoon
Earth,
virgin. You gotta last longer than 6 seconds. Just give me a second.
And again, no sex jokes. Not now.
Yeah, not
Stay away, Vaush. Let's keep our heads on straight now. Let's talk about the aliens.
Okay, did I not let you talk for a long time when you were establishing your premises?
I'm not going to talk about hypotheticals with you.
I let
It's
you
not
talk
something
for a long time. Now let me explain why child porn is okay.
It's crazy. I mean, this guy is absolutely in the right for.
Yeah, for
he's
not even
of
entertaining
course,
it.
of course.
It's crazy.
It is. How did he survive all this?
I wonder.
He has a bunch of fans that will defend it to the end. I'm like, listen, if you were a fan of Vaush's or whatever, and you defend this just like in the sense that like he's just using extreme hypotheticals in order to, for the sake of the argument, and none of this is real, none of this has any real impact on his own views. He's just using it as an example. How do you square that with the dude having a folder full of lolly porn? Like, doesn't that change the context at all for you? Seeing all of this?
It should.
Yeah.
Right?
Because he apparently been joking about loving horse cocks for a long time. People thought he was kidding or didn't know if he was being serious. But now we know. We've seen the horse cocks and we've seen the lolly.
Right. Like 3 days ago, before that happened, you'd maybe have a leg to stand on with the argument of like he
Plausible
doesn't believe all of this.
deniability.
He's maybe it's in bad taste, but these are valid. These are arguments that are being made for demonstrative purposes. But now the dude has a folder full of lolly porn. I don't know. That kind of changes the context.
The pieces are coming together.
Doesn't it?
I think it does a little bit, sure. Socialism, thank you, Camden. He says, socialism is when no age of consent. That's what I'm saying, dude.
Right.
You don't have to talk.
Social democracy is the only way. Mm-hmm.
Then you don't have to
talk
talk.
about
You
three
just
things with
have
you.
to listen. You just have to listen, okay? Now, you can imagine a situation in which aliens come down to Earth and they say, we're going to blow up the whole planet unless you kill this innocent kid. Now, in a
Dude, you are not serious.
You're losing me.
This is your best fucking
consequentialist sense, killing that innocent. I know, right? So follow through.
I know,
Follow
it's
through.
horrible.
So in a
This is
consequentialist,
just obscene,
in a
bro.
consequential, I know an inability to grasp philosophy is one of my biggest issues.
It's
It makes sense that
idealism.
it would apply to both of you.
It's
This
idealism.
is,
It's
that's
absurd. It's absurdism. It's a comedy of errors. Or, ugh. I don't even know if it's air. What do you call forced error? I don't know.
it's not what I. This philosophy and idealism aren't the same thing. Those don't mean the same
No,
thing. You
you're
can Wikipedia
you're
them.
basing you're constructing hypothetical situations that have no bearing in reality whatsoever.
Hypotheticals aren't. Wait, do you think an idealism
What's going on
is
here?
when you construct a hypothetical?
Wait. What's happening here? Did a crime? Is this ethical or not? Just tell me this. Was this an ethical encounter? Yes or no?
Why does it look so real?
Maybe that's why ET left his planet. Maybe he was wanted for something.
He's got a little poop on his finger still.
Well, that doesn't mean anything, really.
Nasty.
So no cookies for you?
This is edited. By the way, this is edited. Vaush was not.
Really?
But ET is a pedophile.
Was ET there though?
ET did that
ET was
shit.
definitely there.
He got exiled from the planet. So I'm saying this was an ethical encounter.
E.T. equestrian terrestrial, dude.
Cool. Do you think those mean the same thing? You're going to lecture me
There's
on
no
dialectical
point in having
materialism.
this
You're struggling on
discussion
this.
is my point.
Can you answer that question? Do you think idealism means when you construct a hypothetical?
If you construct a
Have you read
hypothetical
Capital?
that
It's
has
full of
nothing to
hypotheticals.
do with reality, and you think that that gets you closer to the truth, that is idealism, because you are making the ideal.
So anyway, I'm with him. I'm with this guy. Damn, imagine getting online and saying some of this shit.
Grandpa's feeling a little frisky today.
That's putting it mildly. Wait, people are accusing. Is this? Do people think this is a conspiracy?
It's just a Vaush fan.
Oh God, you guys! I'm sorry, but like even as a fan, you have to admit that this
They
is
do
pretty.
this hit piece for a reason.
Did they do this hit piece for a reason?
What?
The reason was that his folder leak was extremely funny.
It shocked the hell out of all of us. This man is watching horse porn.
Yeah.
Let's see what they say. The clip farming on today's show in regards to Vaush really shows how disingenuous they be. Motherfucker, we showing the whole last clip.
I understand the argument. I still disagree. You know, it's not like I didn't understand.
The sad part is when you understand what he wants people to think he's saying, it's just as bad.
Yeah, it is.
It doesn't actually help at all.
Yeah.
The argument was about ethics, not CP. Maybe
Yeah, we
Ethan
didn't-
should look into how much Vaush took his side in the whole Hassan thing. I don't give a fuck about that.
Who cares?
Dude, what the fuck?
That's such a
You
weird
owe
point.
him, bro.
Yeah, you owe him big time.
Wait, what is he saying? If Vaush took his side in the whole Hassan thing before he started pedo jacketing him, what Hassan thing? What side?
It's the same
Probably
thing all
when
these
the-
guys who hate Hassan say, like Evan Preach, when they were like, oh, Ethan's acting this because he realized after him and Hassan stopped talking. They're just trying
You
to
know
take-
what's interesting though, I will say, because I've started following this world that I didn't know anything about. But like I was saying, there's three main guys. There's Vaush, Destiny, and Hassan, and they all fucking hate each other. They're all social, or no, Destiny's not a socialist, but they're all like libs, and they all fucking hate each other. That doesn't bode well for the left.
So
for our
I mean,
leftist.
it's the most left thing that there could possibly
There's
be.
zero solidarity.
that is
Zero solidarity.
That
I
is
guess
left
that's
to a
true.
T.
And the thing is, I think
unfortunately,
Hassan and Vaush have like very similar politics, and yet they both fucking hate each other. Very interesting.
Yeah. It is.
they hate each other too. I
think
honestly-
it's everybody hates each other.
Got
From what
it,
I can
yeah.
tell, it's all.
I really, yeah, I've
It's interesting.
stayed willfully ignorant of Vaush for most.
Yeah, I don't need anyone to defend me against Hassan. I don't know the fuck. What the fuck, bro? You're saying because he, and even if like that's true, let's say I'm grateful that he defended me against Hassan, then I'm like, yo, just because this guy is a kind of like defending child pornography, he was nice to me that one time, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna let it slide. It's funny though. That's why. There's a reason why I want to talk about it. The fucking horse. You got a horse with his porn folder.
The funny thing is that people would be calling you a hypocrite if this is how you actually went on with life. Like, oh, somebody said something nice about me, so I should.
King shaming now? You're not serious, are you? Dude, I can't tell who's serious or not anymore. Let's see. Maybe Ethan should look into how much Vaush defended him. He never even clarified that it was drawn porn. We did say that, didn't we? We said there was no real horse
we
images.
did. We've said that a lot.
Yeah. Let alone we're into king shaming. Now, this is not real.
Jesus. No, I think it is. I've seen
Okay, so
multiple
he has
comments.
a community of pedophiles.
Well,
JRH.
I guess that's why they're okay with it.
We're talking about I'm assuming we're talking about the horse.
No,
thing, not the
no,
kid thing.
no. Like I said, I am not going to be a part of this movement. We have to put the tolerance level somewhere. Okay?
Ethan, I found somebody on Twitter found like the high res versions of all those images.
Yeah.
It's disgusting, dude. I gotta link it to you. Don't show this on stream.
Oh, you found? Okay, yeah. Let me
Yeah,
see.
it's-
From what I
it's-
saw, it was horrifically fucking disgusting.
Dude, all right, don't make sure you don't show this up.
Yeah, it's just.
Don't even put it on the screen. Like just.
I'm opening it. I'm opening.
Yeah, just because the reflection on the.
So beep 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 beep.
Okay. You opened
I
it.
just clicked it and opened
You
it.
opened it.
I
Dude,
just clicked
the fact
it. What
that
was
it's
I supposed
drawn
to do?
doesn't make it any
No, I
worse.
didn't put it on the screen. I didn't put it on the screen.
All right, it didn't show anything.
It didn't show anything.
Yeah.
It didn't show anything anyway.
Yeah.
But the
You're
fact that
fine.
this is drawn is
Oh,
not,
oh my God! These are the images. They found them all. Oh, it's even worse than I thought.
yeah.
Holy shit. Okay, whoa, these people are psycho how they figured all this out.
That's the
These
internet for you.
these are children. Like this photo here of like these are little
Like
girls.
anime, but they look really young.
They're all drawings. Look at this one. This one, it's like Snow White. It's like busty, young-looking Snow White.
So bad, dude.
Yeah.
With a. Look at this, Hila.
Okay, maybe.
What's your argument?
We get the idea.
Yeah, you're right, Cam. That actually puts it into context for me. I mean, that's nuts, bro.
Show us.
Yeah, well.
I got the horses in the back.
Fucking A.
Yeah, no tell.
Oh, we have an edit that uses that song. So, yeah, dude. I'm sorry, man, but like, you kind of sound like a pedo sympathizer in this post. This is not kink. We're not kink shaming, okay? It's weird, bro. We gotta draw the line in the sand.
Or in the hay.
Right. They've been beasts of burden for so long, man. Let's not start fucking them now.
Haven't they had enough?
Let them live.
Haven't the horses had enough?
Yikes.
Also, you think a horse wants to fuck a person? They could fuck another hot ass horse.
Yeah.
Aponia wept.
Like, I'm sorry, bro. The horse doesn't want to fuck you, bro.
Branch wept.
It's time to move on. That horse does not want to fuck you.
Wept.
Also, using clips from 4 or 5 years ago is slimy when he's addressed this countless times, let alone cutting Vaush off before he finishes his argument. I'm glad that I can separate the brand these two own from their uninformed opinion. Don't separate the brand. You can go do your pedo shit with your buddy. I mean, I don't want to be rude, but this is fucking weird.
I don't want to be rude.
Seabiscuit wept.
Soggy biscuit.
Yeah. Soggy biscuit.
Gross.
Secretariat wept.
Oh boy.
Listen, but here's what I take cross. We showed all the context. I didn't cut them off. Everything you're saying, I showed it all. We were very intentional about this. We said they were drawings. I just looked at some internet researcher figured them out, and those images are truly, truly vile. Truly vile.
Wept.
Those are like children below 10 years old.
That's the description, yeah.
How can anyone argue against that? In my opinion, that's straight up
That's the
P
case.
word if you watch that kind of stuff. In my
So
humble
there
opinion.
is is an ethical conversation that goes on in Japan.
Mm.
They say if we make hentai, lolly hentai, and there are child predators in society, is it better for them to consume that if it lowers the frequency of them harming actual children? And so there's a
Do we
philosophical
know that it would lower?
that I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, has anybody actually like studied if
Right.
that's effective?
I have no
like,
idea.
I don't know, but I've heard,
seems like-
I know that's a
Yeah.
conversation that takes place in Japan
Right.
because in Japan a lot of people consume
people
this
are-
lolly shit.
I'd be curious if it
Wonderful.
also works the other way around, where it's like a entry level thing, and
Right.
then it grows into like this weird fucking
Right.
Right.
Like
Yeah, like
that's
fetish.
another thing, right?
Absolutely. You
start with one
normalize it.
thing,
You make people
Right.
feel that it's okay.
Yeah.
yeah,
Introduce
next
the
level,
fetish
next
to
level. We know
them.
this about drugs. We know this about any human obsession.
True.
It always increases.
True.
So I don't know, dude.
But yeah, this stuff's completely legal in Japan and like widely consumed. Apparently, I've heard. I don't know. I might be speaking out of turn, but I'm pretty sure that's true. So there's actually the Tacoma Wep we watch. Here's a compilation of all the times Vaush talked about horsecock on his Discord. Somebody made this compilation.
Okay, we've kind of missed this element of this whole story so far. We haven't really like focused in on this, but the whole thing with the horse I've discovered is that it's been a thing for years, sort of like a joke that like, oh, Vaush fucks horses or he's into horses or whatever. So the fact that it then came out that he had a folder full of horse porn, like this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like this is a post from 3 years ago with a compilation of this dude talking about a horsecock.
I gotta mute the audio on this.
I'm talking, by the way, AB, I'm talking about art, not actual,
Right. Okay.
not actual, without real children in it. in Japan. I'm saying that's popular, not CP. Okay, so here is this compilation from Dramatic Text.
I'm sorry, I meant to send the second paragraph as well, which was about like manga and artists.
This is social issues, age of consent.
Sorry, here. Why is it copying the whole damn thing? Give me
Just
a
the
sec.
bottom one?
Yeah.
Manga artists and anime directors have argued that it is dangerous to try to define child P-word when it comes to artwork, drawings, and animations when regarding hentai due to it being highly ambiguous. Not that much gray area. And have cited freedom of expression to prevent it from being abused. For example, they argue that even in the anime and manga series Doraemon, the scene of the schoolgirl Shizaku Minamoto taking a bath might be construed as child pornography. Listen, as someone who's watched a lot of anime, they're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And a lot of that shit is kind of fucking disturbing in that way. So
Some
you kind of
shows
hit the nail on the head. And frankly, it's like you said, Love, there's like a lot of borderline fucking vile, weird sexual stuff in anime. And if anything, it's sending people
Right.
who are getting a taste for that.
Yeah, there are some shows that I couldn't get into because of that.
I like how they go, dude, you could even call this scene child pornography. It's like, we should.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Great point.
Even
Arts-
Dragon Ball, which is like super vanilla compared to a lot of other things. Like when Goku was a kid, he lifts up Bulma's skirt.
Oh, yeah, I
and he's
remember-
like touching her.
Yeah, he was groping her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I
And that's
don't
fucking
remember
Goku.
that.
Arts depicting underage characters, lolicon and Shotokan, and photography of underage models remain controversial. Dude, photographs of underage models, Junior Idol, Japan.
It's happening over there.
This is the question in character. What is this character, Cam?
From the scene that you were reading.
What you were just talking about.
All right, I'm not gonna. Yeah, there's
Not
some,
necessary.
There's some weird shit
Yeah.
going on, and I think the less of it, the better, globally. Anyway, here's Vaush talking about horsecock.
Delete me from this conversation.
So it's playing Little Nas, right?
Yeah.
You didn't tell
No, that was
me.
another compilation that was going around. I found this one because it was more direct. It didn't have like memes cut throughout
That's
it.
a lot.
Let me
Wrong.
read it to you. What the fuck is wrong with horsecock? Horse like it when you slurp their balls. I respect horse fucking go. I'd love to have a horsecock. Horsecocks are pretty hot, to be honest. I'll tell them I'm down to meet up tomorrow, and they'll be like, I can't wait for you to destroy me with that horsecock. And fuck, I'm only 8 inches. Bro, you are a vile freak, bro. You gotta get a life outside. Just
Think about horsecock.
Tacoma's weeping right now, bro. Ugh. Equine because I can't draw horses well. Dragon dildos are not as good as horse dildos. You know that feeling when you're really... Why is he having these like
That's a
really
lot.
explicit sexual conversations with his fans too? That's kind of disturbing as well.
Absolutely.
I'm getting Sin Jared vibes. Ethan, this is Ethan. What age would you let your kids start watching anime? I mean, it depends on the anime.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
for
like
example,
Pokemon.
like Hunter x Hunter, which is one of my favorite animes. One of the things that I love so much about the show is they don't do any weird sexual stuff.
There's the one character, no?
Which one?
The one guy.
Oh, okay, right. There is a
Yeah.
pedophile in it.
There is.
Yeah, there's always a Master Roshi.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, I guess what I mean is, I forgot about Hisaka.
Jesus Christ, dude.
No, but okay, so in that show, there's no like weird cleavage, young girl, sexual shit. Like it doesn't happen. I thought that was so refreshing. There is a character
Still, that one character.
who is
yeah.
very interesting, and he's attracted to power. And he has like this weird infatuation, almost sensual infatuation with power. And because these two boys are so powerful, it gets in this really fucking weird thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is a weird thing here with Hisaka. Although I gotta say, in terms of dealing with the subject, I thought it was kind of interesting.
It's honestly really annoying. It's almost like in everything, there is some sort of something inappropriate.
And anime,
Yeah, in
even
anime.
One Piece. Like when I
It's
started
really
in One
annoying.
Piece in the early seasons, what's the redhead girl's name? Nami.
Yeah.
She looked like
Oh yeah, we talked
a
about
fucking
it.
normal character. There was no like cleavage. She was just like dressed normal girl. Now when I'm on like season like 10 or something, it's like titties out, fucking shorts high as fuck. Same thing with Robin. It's so intense, and I hate that, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Ranking of Kings is an awesome, super wholesome one. Yeah, that one's great.
you guys are going to say I'm simping, but Attack on Titan does
True.
not have
Oh,
any of
yeah,
that,
you're
and the
right.
women characters are all like very empowered. The
true.
strongest.
That show is like
Mikiso's a-
asexual, if anything. It's like
Yeah.
really like non-sexual.
I have so much respect for anime shows that don't go there.
Yeah.
It's really
Shout out
such
Isayama.
a bummer because some shows can be so good, and then there's this one character.
I mean,
It's really
Full Metal Alchemist
weird.
Brotherhood clears the bar. Yeah, that one
You're
is
really uncomfortable.
I don't recall there being any
no, I
like
think you're
weird
good.
stuff in
Well,
that
there
one.
was this really hot scene when the muscle guys take.
Yeah, of course.
No, you're right. I think Full Metal is a good contender. Like that one, I would watch with my boys. Like,
Yeah, I think
like
a
Full
young
Metal
adult could
Alchemist
watch
is
that.
a great one.
Yeah, I'm
I
trying
think
to
Attack on
remember.
Titan is probably that's an adult.
It's too
Yeah,
gory.
it's too gory.
Yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist might be a little scary for them, but I don't think there's anything
Mob Punch
inappropriate.
or One Punch Man, great.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything inappropriate
No,
there.
that one is fucking good.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't really have anything weird.
Is there any Miyazaki?
But,
There's no Miyazaki movies with that.
Miyazaki ones are
Yeah,
good.
those are all wholesome.
Although I don't know, what was the Totoro? I mean, Vaush had a completely different.
Oh
interpretation of
no!
Totoro.
Don't even joke about Totoro like that.
I'm
Keep
just
him
saying.
away.
I saw Vaush talking
Keep him
about
away
Totoro
from my
in a
boy
way that was
Totoro.
really, really inappropriate.
Absolutely not.
So I don't know what age. I don't know. It depends on the anime. It depends on how mature they are. I don't know. At this moment, we're not watching anime.
No.
Capiche? Mob
Cop.
Psycho 100 is good too. Yeah. I've got. You can read this. Obviously, I feel like if I keep reading this, I'm gonna get nuked.
I wish I had horse.
But it is
It's so many.
it's-
Just so many.
I mean, I'll just let it play. You guys can
These are all
take it in.
from 2018.
They all seem to be from 2018, but this was made years ago. Again, this is not a new thing with the horses, which is still blowing my mind.
Yeah.
Every comment you see is about horse cock.
Yeah, and they just did a keyword search for horse, not horse.
Not
cock.
even horse cock.
It's still going, guys.
That's a lot.
We still have a good 10 seconds left. Can I really? But like, I hate that he's talking with his fans about this shit. I don't like that at all, man.
Hashtag politics.
Why is everything moving down? Am I tripping? The TV's dropping. Am I tripping out?
Yeah, it's an optical illusion because you were watching scrolling.
I was about to catch that. I thought maybe because the earthquake, it was falling off the
Wait,
stage.
what? You didn't see
You never
that?
had that experience before?
No.
Did you ever play Rock Band or Guitar Hero?
No.
That used to always happen to me hardcore.
Oh,
Like, the whole time
shit.
scrolling like that.
I know what you mean.
And when you're done, you look away and the whole world is doing
Oh
that.
my god.
Okay,
I'm
that's the
having
first time.
flashbacks,
Yeah.
dude.
That's the first time for me in the
Yeah, or it's an
Guitar
acid
Hero
flashback.
universe. So that's fun. And then there's one more sus clip of Vaush saying he wants to be a horse. I don't know what this one is, but it sounds funny.
Trampled by a horse. Yeah, that's true. That's another correct point that I don't understand the relevance. It's true. I don't want to get trampled by a horse. Thank you. Yeah, I want to run other people over as a horse. Thank you. Vaush, you don't want to be trampled by a
Oh,
horse.
what? That was I don't know, interesting.
Here, this is him talking about it.
If you want, okay. Here,
Wait, yeah, here.
here's the Vaush wanting to debate me.
Don't put it up yet.
What, this? Oh. Vaush is calling in at the moment. He's ready to debate me. He's calling in now. Dan, do we have him? He's calling in now with peace and love. Everybody, please give it up for Vaush. Standing by. Standing by.
I haven't seen someone this obsessed with horses since our buddy Keemstar.
Yeah.
His whole meme.
And his was even weirder, and that was fucked up. Well, this whole like the Ela is a horse thing, which a disgusting, lonely, fucking loveless man who's dating a 20-year-old has the balls to insult anybody. A dude who's so hideous he wears a hat in the bathtub and the pool to cover his bald, glistening dome. Has the balls to criticize.
Do your research, Ethan. 'Cause when he went off Tinder, Buffalo wept.
Buffalo wept, yeah. Tears of joy.
Tacoma wept.
Buffalo High wept.
Are we waiting for something, Dan?
I wasn't really ready when you set it up, so it got a little awkward.
So what do you want me to do? Open it again?
Well, you could just pretend like none of that happened. We can be like,
okay, I'm just staring at the TV.
oh hey, we actually have Vaush on the line right now. Hey,
great.
Vaush on the
Bring
line
him
right now.
on.
Let me bring him in on the call here.
Okay.
It's a lot of hubbub.
It's a lot of hubbub for not a lot. Yeah. Well, I was trying to just intercept it and then do
Very
it
funny.
later once it was
No
ready. But then you set it up, so then I was rushing and
You're doing great, sweetie.
yeah, it didn't quite
What is this?
Didn't quite work.
What is this one, AB? This sounds interesting.
So this is what happened about 45 minutes ago when he was talking about it. Yeah. This is hot off the press.
By the way, Taylor fans, there's no way we're getting to Taylor. We got to
Yeah,
put.
sorry, Swifties.
We didn't get to any of them. It's just the Vaush episode.
I knew.
No, but it's so much fun.
I know. I just
This is
knew when we got on this, we weren't gonna get off it. So
We've been talking about Vaush for 1.5 hours.
So
Oh my God.
should we call it Vaush did what to what?
Yeah.
What can we call it where people
Vaush leaked his horse folder.
That's quite
Let me watch this.
Joke, a Twitter account named HitlerCunny1488 sourced all the images and said one of them was Lolly. I feel like that's probably the character of the engagement that I'll see. Okay,
I've seen the images, motherfucker. Don't.
Not kidding. Okay, so the images that were in the folder. First of all, the funniest things there by far, to be clear, is that I think 2 of the images that showed were literally just non-pornographic, like canon images.
Okay, and the others?
That must be the Zelda photos.
It must be talking about.
Wait, so is he
King
saying
Raru.
Raru wasn't porn?
According to
Raru
him,
was
I
just
don't know
Raru?
what other ones because everything else was very graphic.
Okay.
Maybe he's going to do the argument where, oh, these characters are actually 1,000 years old. I'm not, that's not weird.
Let's see. I don't know where how is he going to defend this?
From Tears of the Kingdom, like just
okay,
standing
it was King
there.
Raru.
So that was funny. That.
Dude, it was like 2 of like 20 images, bro. The fact that you're even taking to decide to explain that is just guilt. Fucking guilt.
Yeah, I also jerk off to that too, man. you know?
Nothing wrong with it. He's right. Certainly.
It wasn't even the porn of him. It was just him standing there. Which
Okay. He's still odd. Why are you downloading pictures of King Raru?
I mean, who knows? Maybe for a meme or something.
You go from horse porn to King Raru.
Well, again, let's remember that folder was the to be organized.
That's what I'm saying. He did.
So it just seemed like it was kind of a grab bag.
Well, if they're organized by date downloaded, which is a common way to organize.
Right.
Then these would be temporally related.
Perhaps. Yeah. That's okay. That's a good point.
You know? We need to know how this document was organized.
Or is it categorized by most used?
He's opened King Raru 1,000 times.
That's his go-to, man. That's his closer.
He's beautiful, so that fits. And then, again, embarrassing with the AI. I know next time this happens, I'll make sure that it's like real drawings of horse dick and not AI. I apologize.
Bro, I saw that shit. It was vile. You downloaded it.
So is he memeing that like his community is more upset about the fact that it was AI art than the fact that it was?
I guess. Was it
content
it
of the
looked
art?
like AI art to me? I don't know. But who cares?
I don't know.
You went to an image generator and said horse. You said, what did you type to get that? You'd have to type something like young girl to get that image. I feel like.
Yikes.
Well, I mean, that character alone, like we said, 16. So.
And she's an old young 16. I'll be.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
I assume they were pornographic. No. Those were like Nintendo produced canon images of Raru. I'm pretty sure. Like they were just.
Oh my god! The amount you're focusing on Raru.
Yeah. Okay. What about everything else?
This is so funny.
It's wrong.
There's 2 images, and then that's not pornographic, and maybe he saved them just unrelated. And then there's 20 completely raw dog, naked fucking porn, where cartoon, mind you.
Right.
still of like young girls.
What's Ethan Soares? Ethan Soares in chat coping hard. Finally, goodbye, Ethan Soares. Who is that?
I guess they were spamming about how you're a coward and talk to Vaush or whatever. So I banned them.
Wait, Ethan.
That must be their username.
They're just someone whining. I'm the one that said I'll debate him, man. You know what I mean?
Supposedly, he's talking about you in his Discord, and that's probably why people are coming over.
Fine. You know, we love that about you. Here, this is from right now?
Yeah. Now, this was posted on Reddit, and then, so I can't confirm it. I'm not in his Discord, but
He says, and failed attempts to engagement just make me look defensive. I really doubt that's a viable avenue of engagement. I reach out if I could. People really, really do hate me. I don't fall for covering drama, but doing this gigantic, generic smear piece without reaching out, bro. Or talking beforehand. I'm not even on Twitter and barely talk to you at all, man. Yo, bro, I gotta talk to you about this horse porn shit, brother.
Yeah.
I don't have that nature. I don't have that relationship with you. How many times have we talked? Nice. He says it feels at least a little shitty of him. I mean, he's not being that harsh, and I understand that. It would make him feel shitty. I've generally been pretty fair to Ethan. Okay, man. Like, again, I'm not gonna. What?
I just confirmed this is legit.
My illustration's first appearance on the
Illustrious.
If he wait, was he on before?
No. He's saying this is my illustrious first appearance.
But Vaush, I said I'll talk to you. Should I let him call in now?
No, we gotta go.
No,
soon. We're already.
It's almost 5.
DM the podcast Instagram, and we will schedule something.
Okay, we'll talk. I mean, I'll give you the chance to defend yourself, but you should know
Ethan
that.
did say in the beginning that he watches your content.
And I like his content. I thought he was a talented content creator.
Mm-hmm.
But Michael Jackson was a talented singer. No, I'm kidding. I
No.
mean,
Come on.
that's too much. That's too much.
He said
he didn't do anything like that. That's a poor joke.
Bad.
He didn't do anything like that. He didn't harm anybody,
No,
frankly.
right.
He just has some weird opinions and looks
Weird
at
takes.
weird. Yeah.
Weird takes.
He didn't harm anyone, for the record.
He said it's very disheartening. I thought I had something of a friend in Ethan. That's a new message.
Based on what? There's nobody in the world.
Cam, can you make us a supercut, please, of the Vaush Ethan friendship?
Yes, Don, I just put in chat.
I was gonna build a bridge. We were just about to build a
Hold
bridge.
on, let me set that up. Let me get that ready. Here.
Bro, what is being friend?
Oh, wait. New message. Why is Dan pretending not to know me?
Ooh, scorned ex-lover Dan.
Why is Dan pretending not to know me?
Dan wept.
Dan wept.
What are you talking about?
All I see is black. On
I
this
think he
image.
means just from being a
I have grown up with many men.
that you don't know his content, maybe.
Wait, I thought you were memeing.
No,
you
no,
actually said that?
Yeah, I can send you it.
He says, "Why does Dan
what the fuck?
pretend not to know me?" And apparently, we're.
I know of you. I know you as the Tacoma Web guy.
You spend any time in Tacoma, Dan?
Bro, Vaush, look, in my opinion, the best way to handle.
Yeah, no, of course I know who he is. I've never watched his content regularly. I'm not a fan. Like that's all I said.
Vaush, the best way to handle this is like, in my opinion, let's just be like, you know what,
Ethan, you just typed in the thing. It's just black.
Cam said the image is just black.
Right, that's the joke.
What was the joke? I didn't hear the joke.
I asked Cam for a supercut of you and
Your
his
relationship with Vaush.
He said, "Cool, I got it. I just dropped
I
it in the
didn't get it
chat."
at first, too.
Okay. Here's the supercut. Thank you.
You're still 5 for 5.
But Vaush, here's the thing. Let's just own it and say, you know what? I understand why it came off that way. Yes, I do have a zoo file thing, but like, I've never done it to an animal. Is that good or no? Probably don't even. That's probably just lie about it.
Probably just lie about it.
What does he do? What should Vaush do?
I think for start, okay. You know what I would say? If we listen to his fans and his supporters that have been yelling that this is bad faith and taking him out of context or whatever, and we just presume that this was purely just, badly worded stuff. At the very least, can we stop talking about horsecock.
Let's make that
and child
agreement.
pornography.
Let's
just not talk about it.
That's a good start,
right?
That's an offer of good faith. Let's cut out the CP justification. Let's stop philosophizing about CP.
Find another example.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's put that chapter of philosophy. Let's close the book on that one and put it in a dusty, dark shelf.
Wept.
We don't want anyone to read that one.
To be sorted. Yeah, to be sorted later.
I'm not into book burning, but
Like the last scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Just like put it in one of those boxes.
yes,
100%.
of all his other CP takes.
Yeah.
Just endless rows of no. So let's put those in a box and put them away with the horsecock stuff. Let's start from there. Let's start there. I think. Teddy says this is just a witch hunt. I'm disgusted. We all at one point watch horse-related porn, and yet some reason Vaush is the bad guy. Give me a break. Everyone has watched horse porn. If you tell me you didn't, I won't believe you. Stop this witch hunt.
Damn, Teddy.
Burning the witch.
He just exposed the whole chat.
I was afraid.
Fucking hypocrites.
I was afraid for a minute that you were for real, but I'm glad that we took a journey together. Dasha says, I love this community. Most of y'all. Yeah. Thank you, Dasha. Thank you so much. Wow, that was, I mean, I knew this was going to be a journey. Vaush, you can't be mad that I did, because it's so funny. Like, I've never seen another creator show their folder and it be horses. This is the first time.
This is a novel. And for it to, again, which only realized in retrospect that there is this horse meme around him existing for years.
And this history.
This is such a like gift to comedy.
Like, Vaush, I have seen these clips. I've seen some of these clips, right, floating around. And then all of his fans are always like hoarding around them, like, it's out of context, blah, blah, blah. He explained it. So it's easy to not think about it too much. But like when you really dig into it, bro, it doesn't get better. And also horsecock, man. I mean, come on, dude. We got to draw the line. You know? Cock. So let's start with putting it in a box. And then how does he say, yeah, guys, listen, I'm a sexual deviant. I have issues. I'm going to try to fix it. That'd be the best. Because listen, I got issues, you know. I'm going to see a therapist. I'm going to get off the horse and lolly stuff. Sometimes combined.
Move back to Tacoma, maybe.
Get back on Tinder.
Get back on
Tacoma,
Tinder,
man. People love you there.
People love you
They'll
there.
stop
Tacoma
crying.
wept.
And
Have some sympathy, man. They're crying over there.
Yeah, bro. Just you know, I think that's good. Just listen. But if you're gonna want to argue with me about what you said isn't fucked up, that's not a conversation I think is gonna go great for you. But I'm happy. I guess I'll have it if everyone is on board. If people are uncomfortable, then I won't have it. Would probably be good content.
one would argue great content.
He's such a good debater, though. Maybe he'll out-debate me on this.
That would be epic.
That would be crazy.
The first time
He'll
you
be
took
like,
an
I'll
L
be
on a
like,
debate.
God, damn, I guess maybe you're making sense. Maybe pornography is good in some cases.
You end up apologizing to him.
Look, here's another one.
You know what? Horses do have really big cocks.
Here's another one in the chat. I'm going to have to respectfully ask people to stop saying this. As a fan of both of you, the porn leaks are funny or hilarious, but it's the bad faith and cutting of clips that is disheartening.
Did you watch?
We went through.
We
They must not have
understand the point he was making.
They
We
must not have
get
watched.
it.
Not do that. We watched the whole thing.
It's just that point also sucks.
Here's the thing. Here's where
Yeah.
the thing is, if you left that comment, you are part of this weird cult because you must not have watched our thing. And you've been running defense for this guy for years, going anytime someone talks about this and saying, oh, you cut it out of context. But here, we very deliberately and intentionally and in great detail and effort and time looked at all the clips in their full context to get ahead of this very expected response.
And we understood the point that he was trying to make. It still didn't make it any better.
No, it did not. It did not. It did
You
not
have
make it
tried
better.
to get my fucking cock for years.
Says that's what Mr. Ed said when he could finally talk.
I was.
So what do we? Okay, we got to change the title. What do we think?
I gotta go to the bathroom so bad.
Go ahead.
Let's change it to Tacoma. This
is
one's for
fine.
you.
Shout out Tacoma County.
Just call it Tacoma Web.
We're gonna need a ducky camera.
Cute guy, so sweet.
Somebody donated $10. He said he was just looking for a stable relationship.
Fucking got him.
Nice, dude. Nice.
So Taylor Swift's out, James Charles is out, Bevo's out.
Yeah, sorry.
Did we talk about Cav in the beginning? But I mean,
That's not good for title, though.
So do people care about the Vaush thing? Is that a title worthy? I mean,
Half of our audience didn't even know who he was when we started talking about
I
this,
didn't know who he
so
was.
I don't know.
About the bull and the horse meat.
I was gonna say the bull, the horse, and the wardrobe or something like that.
An artistic title
That's
today.
a really weird cryptic title. It's funny though.
I had a DUI in 2005.
Oh my God! Of course, Earthquake.
Oh yeah, earthquake happened.
That's the best title
live.
ever.
We had a natural disaster. We experienced a natural disaster.
Earthquake slams the studio live during recording.
That's fun.
Earthquake.
I'd click.
I'm gonna
causes
clip
Tacoma
that for
to
sure.
weep.
I was
But
thinking.
you think that's a good title?
Yeah, I do.
All right, let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. We haven't done this in a while. The question is this: which one of these titles are you going to be clicking on? Which one do you think is more clickable?
Which title are you clicking? Okay.
Earthquake.
Earthquake.
Vaush.
Vaush.
And then
We don't even have to title it Vaush specific, too. It could be big political streamers, porn, leaks.
True.
but we can't type. We have to think of a way to
You know,
type it.
in that same.
I'm done talking to this leftist streamer.
Oh, I'm out. I'm out on leftist politics.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Why I'm leaving leftist politics? That's, no, that's not that good.
No, if people assume you
Ethan
talk-
smells his finger. Someone said.
If people assume it's about Hassan too.
Exactly. That's a good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
what
I'm no
saying.
longer talking to him.
It's a bait and
or
switch.
This leftist.
I did joke about Hassan. I wonder if we can be like
This leftist streamer went way too far.
Hassan's people went
You
too
can't
far.
say Hassan because they're
both
both lying.
No, Hassan's people.
That's not. You said yourself they don't like each other.
They're both socialists.
I mean, that's not how that
How
works.
are they gonna run a country together if they can't even look at horse porn together?
Someone said Vaush called horsing around.
That's
Horsing
a great title.
around. Okay, that's good. So Earthquake, Vaush, and then
Hassan clickbait.
Hassan clickbait.
Look at him.
You can't put Hassan's name.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
That's too far.
I
You gotta
think we
keep it
could. I think we
ambiguous
could find a way.
because it's clickbait.
Hassan
know.
fucked a horse. Proof. 100% proof.
Hassan copy. Something maybe.
Nerd Angel says, if you don't let Vaush on to let you know he wants to be the horse, you hate content. That's true. It's for the content. I mean, for the content, it seems like it'd be good.
Somebody said horsequake.
Why socialism is bad.
That's funny.
I'm gonna go run to the bathroom. So whatever you guys are saying now, I'll just say it in a couple minutes.
Beautiful.
You guys gotta show this picture of Duck Duck.
Oh.
This
All right,
picture
it's
what?
5. We gotta go.
Yeah, we
we need a
gotta go.
title up in this.
I was trying to say.
Did they vote?
Run out of
You said it like,
time.
sorry.
Yeah.
I need
Well, I
a
wasn't
title.
sure if you were serious. I haven't put up the poll yet because I wasn't sure if you were.
Okay, we have Vaush,
Earthquake, Vaush,
Earthquake.
horsing around.
I need the max win.
or some. What is a wild clickbait? We could say the most shocking content we've seen in years.
I think that's the winner right there.
It's not even a lie, frankly.
Yeah.
But it's very like clickbaity and generic.
Streamer leak.
The most shocking leak we've seen.
I like the word
Clicking the
leak.
mouse.
Leak is good.
What do you like?
The word leak is
I'm saying
good.
that. Yeah,
Okay, so
most
let's
shocking
go
leak.
with like shocking leak clickbait.
Mhm.
Not even clickbait.
Man, that ain't some clickbait.
Sensational, but it's not really.
Clicking the
Horsequake.
mouse.
Horsegasm. They said that in that one video we reacted to a long time ago. He called it a horsegasm.
Wow.
Maregasm.
Oh, maregasm.
Maregasm.
Right?
Yeah.
Just popped up in my head.
No bucket.
All right,
is
so
required.
Oh wow, the earthquake. Is
the earthquake is winning.
winning pretty
Yes.
handily.
Surprised
It
me.
really, yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's a good idea.
It's very unlikely to catch a big earthquake.
Didn't
like
lose
that.
power.
No, it's like
Yeah.
the first.
Right.
It also makes it very specific to this app. If it's like, wow, some extraneous forces really, really,
Okay,
really
so
infiltrated the
maybe we can
studio.
come. Oh shit! Hold on. The clickbait ones take is like close to overtaking it.
Oh, true.
It's 40-40 right now.
We survived 2-9-24.
2-9-24.
Never forget.
Never forget 2-9-24.
We survived 9/11 minus.
Dude, imagine
Wait, no,
massive.
not September. We got that
massive
backwards.
Earthquake hits the studio live.
So let's do a combo. Let's say,
Gone bestiality, gone.
And horse porn.
earthquake live on stream. Someone said.
Porn leak so devastating it caused an earthquake.
This leak ruined the streamer's career. Might well do.
Well, it seems like it's already been out forever and nobody cares. Like those other tapes.
Yo, this thumb is crazy, Cam.
Leaking.
I like it.
I fucked Steve Biscuit.
I just learned an interesting fact.
Biscuit.
Miranda Sings is from Tacoma, Washington.
Yes, she
Oh.
She's weeping. She's wept. Oh my
Not
God,
Colleen,
Ducky's
but
so
Miranda.
funny.
Oh, the
All right, so
Mm-hmm.
earthquake hits the studio live. Or any other verbiage you guys like?
Yeah, I think that's clean.
That's clean.
To the point, you know?
So earthquake hits studio live.
Okay. Yeah.
Comma.
Do it live. Quake hits the studio live. Comma.
And then shocking leak. The most shocking leak we've seen.
The most
in years.
shocking leak we've seen in years. Yeah, that's pretty good.
And then maybe in parentheses Vaush. So like maybe some people know.
Featuring.
We'll have him in the thumbnail.
Not
Right?
featuring.
Give him a feature.
I don't want. We'll have him in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thumbs.
So read it.
Earthquake hits the studio live. And the most shocking leak we've seen in years.
Okay. Let's do it live.
do it
I
live,
guess Cam will need a new thumb.
Yeah, I'm
And
working
let's throw it up. So there we go. Thank you, everybody. And what a terrific episode we've had here today. And a great week of shows, has it not been?
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody
As always.
for being
Give it
here.
up. Give it up, everybody.
So thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you to all of our fans. Thank you to all our supporters. You guys make the absolute world. I talked about it on members yesterday, but I was saying thanks to the members, I don't have to even consider firing AB because we don't have sponsors. We don't have sponsors. And because of our members, I don't have to weigh in my mind every week. Does Love have to go back to Sweden? Does AB have to go back to Detroit? And who else can I send somewhere? And I'm sending Dan to Iceland for no reason.
I would send them to Tacoma.
I'm sending Dan to Tacoma to weep.
To go horseback riding.
We don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about any of that because you guys support us, and we're so grateful for that. So thank you, and thank you to Peanut Butter and Fika, 50 gifted.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Nice,
Thank you.
generous. Thank you.
Very cool.
And be on the ready. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but be on the lookout Monday morning for the Teddy Fresh.
Free
drop.
shipping, guys.
And free shipping. Free shipping, y'all.
U.S. domestic.
U.S.
Yeah. Free shipping though for U.S. domestic. So take advantage, enjoy. And also, I will say this: I'm kidding. Both AB and Love are tremendous employees. You couldn't pay me to separate.
Thank you.
With
It's my favorite joke, honestly. I love it.
Are you kidding?
No, I love that one. Imagine one day I have no money to pay my bills and have to move back to cold Detroit and.
Well, it makes you appreciate what you have.
Yeah. When I left Detroit, what? So.
You can stay if you want. If I'm out, I gotta move back.
Yeah, true.
That's in my visa. You gotta.
Nice. AB, I don't control where you live.
Do you know how much? Do you know how much my rent is?
You literally do.
You do. Do you know how much my rent is?
Here or there?
Here.
How much? You want to say
more? I'll say it.
You're saying you wouldn't be able to afford it.
I wouldn't be able to afford it.
If you didn't have a job.
No money.
So what's your rent?
$4,200.
Whoa, dude! What?
Dude, what?
Wow.
You paying?
Wait,
way
you guys
too
are
much
paying
for
that?
That's a lot.
No.
Wait, what the fuck?
They have a really nice place.
That's a lot.
I know you guys upgraded. I didn't realize it was like a fucking monster.
Well, our studio was $3,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
You guys have been out of the rental game for a while.
So
Yeah.
I'm paying
We have been out of
2.2
it for a while.
downtown, which I've always which is
downtown is kind of a bizarro.
I know, but
nice and also not nice.
It's probably.
But I live in the nice part, so I'm surprised.
Wait, listen. I know I haven't rented in a while, but I feel like I'm not that.
No,
out of
you
touch.
know
4,000
what? That's
is a
what I
lot.
thought.
It's skyrocketed in the last few years.
We looked
That's
around.
fucked up.
We looked around, and anything that had 2 bedrooms was like 4,000 or 3,900 was the cheapest.
Dude,
we saw.
that's
yeah.
fucked.
Yeah.
I have a 2-bedroom, and mine is not that much cheaper than that. I think it's probably only cheaper because I've been there for a few years. So,
what are you paying? Can I ask? You don't have to say.
After all of the fees and bullshit that always gets stacked on, it's like 37.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, that's a big difference.
it's going
though,
on
kind of.
$4,000.
That's like $600 difference. I mean, that's a lot, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I mean, yeah.
But that's really expensive.
AB's place is very nice, though. I'll say.
So is yours,
Congrats,
Dan.
congrats again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Someone says Ethan realizing he needs to pay his crew more. Don't worry about them.
I mean, we
You know
can.
what? Everyone's
Yeah,
taking
we're doing
care.
good. I mean, that should
He has
be
every
good,
right to complain about it being expensive.
I just moved into a new apartment. It's beautiful and I'm loving it.
Yay! Is it,
cute.
how much is it?
But the Teddy Fresh throw, it fits my living room so
We love it,
beautifully.
girl.
I love it.
You know how much we were paying in Michigan for a 3-floor house?
How much?
$1,400 a month.
Is that before you came here?
Yeah.
So it
and
wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, and it's
Fleet. How many square foot?
Alina, do you know? It's like the nicest area in our
Wow.
area.
God
Like we
damn.
could walk everywhere. Yeah.
LA's too fucking expensive.
It
dude.
is.
It
really
sucks,
is.
dude.
It sucks.
The city is just a disaster. Like the zoning laws are just so messed up. There's so little inventory and so high demand. I don't understand the logic of the people that run the city.
1,400 square feet.
Well, I don't think it's the
1,400?
It's-
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Not.
you know what? Never mind. It's 5:15. We don't need to get into zoning law right now.
Well, what's your take on the zoning law issues that's plaguing LA, Dan? All right, thank you, everyone. We had a lot of fun here today. Congratulations on the beautiful apartment, though, you guys. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Thank you. We love
And you
it.
too, Olivia.
Yeah, and Love.
And Love is also
Thank you.
relatively new in your apartment. so-
Everybody's
Killing it.
living.
We're all
living.
killing it.
We're all living,
beginnings.
baby. But it's a great place to live, isn't it?
Yeah.
Love it.
I
It's
do
fun.
love LA.
You like it, Love? How are you liking LA?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's
It's a huge change for you. Although you were here for a long time before.
You know, I got a nice
wept.
apartment and I'm really comfortable in there.
Awesome.
And I live close to the studio. 10 minutes.
Oh,
So
that's
fucking
nice.
less than 10
Oh,
minutes
so
on
you-
good
that's-
days.
Yeah, it's good.
So I have a very comfortable day to day.
That's
Mm-hmm.
great. That's good.
I fucking hate the city. I fucking hate the city, dude.
Really?
Fuck LA.
No.
You really hate it. You came here from Atlanta, right?
Well, no,
No, that's Sam.
I used to live in Atlanta.
He did live
too.
in Atlanta as well.
Oh, right. Heard about that.
Where did you
I
live?
came from
before you moved
Boston.
here?
I came from Boston, yeah.
What
He's
can
a
we do
Boston
for you?
boy.
What?
What can we do for you so that you hate? You know what I mean?
I just keep, thank you. You guys make it worth it. I hate the city. I love the
Hope
people
so.
here in this
There
room.
you go.
Yeah, it's a weird city. All right, listen, we do have to go. It's getting so damn late. Thank you, everyone. Thank you with peace and love. Have a great weekend. And we will be back on Monday for another fantastic week of shows. You know it. See you next time.